Fam, revenge is sweet. Payback is a biatch. Everything you can think of. I'm telling you right now, fam. And by the way, uh, and somebody else asked about it, but yeah, 49 Brian asked, Gene D, you bleep, where are you little man? I also want to know where is Gene D, and I also want to know where Tommy Testosterone, who left us a long time ago because he saw the writing clearly on the wall, along with Joseph Smiley, my all-time favorite. I miss those guys. My God, when are we ever going to see them again? I tell you what, family, the 49ers win the Super Bowl, we're going to be a lonely group in here from February on, because the fact of the matter is, now the Ram fans don't have a leg to stand on with all their little shots and dumb statements. And Rudy probably will just shut his operation all the way down. He'll have no purpose in life whatsoever. Oh, it just makes my day. We will become the greatest Super Bowl team in the Super Bowl era. 6-2, nobody can equal that record. Go, 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 go. Come on, Niners. And they got the capability to do it. I fully believe the 49ers can do this. You should too. This is not seeing the world through red and gold glasses. This is the God's truth. When you, oh. But for now, let us embellish this moment. 49ers conduct Thanksgiving Day clinic on the Hawks for a Victory Friday celebration, of which we're having right now. The Niners, with the defeat of the Hawks, have now beaten the Hawks, folks, 4 straight times. Fam, you know what I'm hedging at? I'm really concerned with. Okay, I really do think, and I feel like I've got great reason. It's justified to believe that the Eagles are in trouble. We get to rest this time, not the other way around, as it has been for the last all those games we lost. People were resting. Now we're resting. Eagles got to play Sunday night against the Bills. That could be a beatdown. If Josh Allen just plays with the rest of his guys and then adds Josh Allen-ism, that might be enough. Their defense is decent. Their offense to play. I'm sure they, talked about it. They know they can do it. That would mean it's a showdown. Showdown. Coming up in that Philly. Oh, these. Ooh. Fam, you know what? We need to embrace these moments. Remember, we know what it was like. Remember back in 2017? Actually, 2015, 16? How sad was that? That's why I'm clinging to every moment I can laugh and joke and have a good time and be in a great mood. Eat excessive sweets like cheesecake when I know I should stop, and that extra glass of wine was uncalled for. Go ahead and do it anyway. It's time to celebrate your whole life. Okay, let me get serious. Bam, more importantly, though, other than the Hawks, conference record against our little NFC, little sisters, puts the good guys in red gold without question in first place going into week 13. And so if there's anything going on, like they should tie us up, the Rams aren't going to beat the 49ers. And maybe the Cardinals, but they're not involved. Even if they did beat us, they're not involved in the race. If it comes down to a tie, then now you have to start looking at numbers and things like that and head-to-head competitions within conferences, right? So going to the phones to discuss the jubilation of getting Niners revenge from a decade ago. It was 2014 on that painful day that we sat there and we watched our my favorite guy, Richard Sherman, and Russell Wilson standing there eating turkey and laughing and doing interviews while we were just sitting there just sick. Thanksgiving Day celebration, 2014. It's, Hawks. No, it's not petty. We got every right to gloat and act a fool. I'm not going to hold back on that for 1 minute. Be an adult? No. Not going to happen. Fam, the Niners improved their record to 8-3, as you know. That 31-13 beatdown of the Hawks during the kickoff. of this holiday season. I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be a holiday season to behold. I may go out caroling this year, even, especially if we go ahead and beat that team that I don't want to mention the name because it does bother me. It worries me. I don't like the Ravens. I don't want to be bothered with the Ravens. I just don't. I don't have a good feeling about it. But I'll change my mind. Between now and Christmas, I'm sure I'll snap out of it. I'll be back into my regular bravado of we can beat this team. There ain't no way they can stop the 49ers. I'll probably do it. Hey, fam, let me zoom through the PFF grades real quick before I get you on the phone here, because I'm dying for you to extend on yesterday's conversation. Was it this PFF spotlights the Niners who played well and those who have some work they need to do. Highest graded Niners players on the offense yesterday. Charlie Warner, 88.1, fam. 18 snaps, 88.1. I'll explain that a little further in a minute. Christian McCaffrey, 84.3 and 51 snaps. He's Christian McCaffrey, okay? Did you see that video his lady put up? Christian's walking through the house looking like, man, dude, Chris, I get all, what do you think of? I think of every movie that I've seen, guys living out in the cold. They're wearing furs from beasts they slayed, and they're walking around. They got their weapon in their hand, and they're just tough. That's back when men were men. And Christian McCaffrey, man, dude's walking around the house, got blood all over the place, man. That is elbow. I talk about that elbow every game, every time. Chris's elbow's starting to bleed, man. He's ready to go. They showed that bruise on his arm. It was just. The arm, he just said it was from the turf, but that was was it a subhematoma? Fam, every blood vessel below that area is busted. Chris is walking around like ain't no big deal. Wifey says this is the best part. Look at the blood all over the sheets. God. CMC. That Trent Williams, he was left out 79. It was in 63 snaps. Ray McLeod, 78.7, 8 snaps. But he didn't have that many snaps. Debo Samuel, 78.3, 50 snaps. More about Debo in just a second. The 5 highest graded Niners on defense, Ambry Thomas, 90.2, 46 snaps. Nick Bosa, of course, 89.7, 49 snaps. Fred Warner, of course. That's why I say each and every week we'll give it out the grades, and I give it up the grades with the game ball and stuff like that. Other than Fred Warner or Trent Williams. Those two every week are going to do it on offensive defense. Every week they're going to do it. Eric Armstead came to the party, 82.2, 32 snaps. Oren Burks. A lot of us don't have a lot of respect for Oren Burks. 74.6 on 12 snaps. The 3 lowest graded Niners on offense, of course, on offensive line, John Feliciano didn't look as good as he did last week on the left side next to Trent Williams, and that makes sense. 44.4, 66 snaps. Juice didn't have a typical Juice day. 49.5 on 28 snaps. Aaron Banks, 52.7, 66 snaps. As Lombardi was pointing out earlier today, the only weakness this team has is that offensive line. That's it. No, it's not the secondary. Secondary is okay. They hold up their end due to the fact that the front end is holding up their end these days. The 3 lowest graded 49ers players on D, Javon Hargrave, 58.7 on 40 snaps. Javon Kinlaw, 60.9 on 22 snaps. Isaiah Oliver, as expected, 62.5. He took 2 snaps and went out there and messed up. I feel sorry for Oliver. His confidence is gone. He's not going to be back on this team next year. All these guys got poor report cards. Shout out to number 20, though, fam. Ambry Thomas, stand up and take a bow, please. Ambry, I never stopped believing in you. I always knew you could play. And he played physical. Ambry was the most physical player out there yesterday. And AT was the highest graded player of the game with a personal career best of 90.2 overall grade, including an impressive 90.5 coverage grade. 90 point. Whew. Mrs. Thomas's baby boy allowed just 2 catches for 16 yards on 4 targets and secured an INT. Oh, I knew he was going to do it. When targeting AT, Geno struggled with a 20.8 passer rating. He had to leave AT. Man, see, this is the thing. You couldn't go on Javaria's side. You couldn't go to Ambry's side. When we get to that point, oh, fam, don't let anybody talk you out of thinking the 49ers can't win it all. Nick Bosa, of course, earned the game's second highest grade at 89.7. Last night was seventh time Nick earned a grade of 89.5 or higher this season. So for those who were crying about, he just got paid, now he ain't a damn more. Stop. 2 sacks and a game-high 9 pressures. Bosa's performance marked the 7th time he earned a grade of 85.5 or higher this year, currently boasting a 93-point overall grade. NB Smaller Bears on track for his highest single-season rating. Figures, too. A lot of guys get paid and they don't have those kind of things happen to them, right? He now has 8 sacks, and I didn't even see that. He snuck those up on him. This season, a career total of 51, the 4th most in the Niners franchise history. Nick, he's moving up. He's moving on up. No. Fred Warner's 88.5. This guy, man. Was second highest in the season, 90 in a week 10. Everybody's fave linebacker has earned a grade of 81.1 or higher in 5 of the 49ers' last 6 games. Mrs. Warner's husband finished the game with 6 tackles and is on pace for a career-high 146 tackles this season. Eric Arm said they are committed, fam. They want to get to the SB. They're not playing. They're serious. Eric Armstead has recorded back-to-back games with grades of 82.2. I said, if we can just get Nick, and look what's happening. You got Chase on the other side. Javon, he still demands a certain amount of attention. Eric didn't lose. 82.2 or higher. AA finished yesterday's game with 5 tackles and shared 2 sacks of Smith, giving him 5 on the season. He's moved. We got how many games left? 33.5. I just wanted 8 or 9 sacks from him. The rest of the guys can take care of the rest. Javon registered 7 tackles and 1.5 sacks of Smith, but earned the team's lowest defensive grade, 58.7, while its pass rush grade of 73 was positive. Javon was hurt by a 43.9 run defense. Javon, I need you to be better on that run, man. I don't, have fun. Remember that. Charlie Warner, fam, Charlie Warner surprisingly earned the game's highest offensive grade with an 88.1 mark. He finished the game with 1 catch for 9 yards. But what is really important here is Charlie's overall grade was boosted by a 75.3 run blocking grade, which was a team high. You know what that means. George Kittle can be not relegated to that duty each and every snap. We don't need George back there doing that all the time. If Charlie Warner's going to step up, 2 tight end sets will return, and George will be out there. The thought of that just makes me crazy, man. Keep it up, Charlie. Please keep it up. C-Mac C, the man, the barbarian in modern civilization. 139 total yards and 2 TDs in the game. The player continues to lead the league with 1,328 total yards from scrimmage and 16 total TDs. CMC is on pace for a second season, surpassing 2,000 all-purpose yards and a career-high 24. Oh, shit. The man put the shot out of it. Woo! Oh, Trent Williams, 79 overall grade. This is his highest mark since week 4. We need that from him. T-Dub's 86.5 pass blocking grade was his highest since week 3. 90.6. He allowed only 1 pressure and 33 pass blocking snaps. Bam, this is a money team. You see how the Grizzly they're getting as we head down the stretch? Debo Samuel. 78.3 overall grade was his highest since week 3 at 88.6. Total, notably, his 75.7 pass blocking grade reached a personal season high. They're doing their best to keep Brock Purdy. We got to protect him. No matter what anybody thinks about him. The machine is rolling with him out there. The mac and cheese loving R&B contributed a game-high 79 receiving yards and secured a rushing touchdown. Michael Irvin put things in perfect perspective. I was checking. Michael Irvin says, no matter what anybody says, C-Mac McCarver. I mean, Quit C-Mac, George Kittle, any of them people they got on that team. I also see what BA's doing. The reason I'm concerned about Deebo Samuel is when he's going, the whole team seems to get going. I'm sitting there watching him say, Michael, man, but I got to tell you, man, C-Mac does the same thing. So you can't lose. Actually, when Deebo was out, we struggled a little bit, even with C-Mac doing the C-Mac. C-Mac he was getting double teamed. The coverage came in on him. The two of them together are the double barrel shotgun. You cannot do without the other barrel. Mike's right. As long as Deebo's healthy and out there, we will romp. And then it's Brock Purdy. BP just missed the list of 5 highest graded Niners offensive players coming in. And number 6 was 75.8 overall. Brock finished the game completing 21 of 30 passes, attempts for 29 yards and a TD. It was BP's 19th of the season and 32nd of his career. Where is he going with that this year, fam? You know what I really got a kick out of, and you may have caught it too? Kyle Shanahan standing there talking about him, right? Shanahan says, that touchdown to Brandon Ayuk, we all just sit back there and held our breath. I love the way this kid says, Kyle, listen, stay out of my way. Let me do this. Kyle didn't ask for that. Kyle's telling about the other options that were preferable to him. Brock says, man, look, Kyle, I got this, all right? Stay out of my way. I'll do it. He's made surprising passes like that on numerous occasions this season. Fam, I don't know what we got here, but I got to tell you, I can't wait for the next 2 seasons to go by to see where this development is going. He's learning to step up in the pocket. He's learning to do a lot of things. He's growing. He's evolving. What is he going to become? Phil. Get in there, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil, the eggnog is still tasting great. Phil, I tell you what, Phil, talk to me about this thing. Some of the things that are happening, we're watching unfold before our very eyes, is a drama that can't end any other way. Phil, what do you want to add on to whatever you were saying yesterday, because we had to cut it a little short? What do you want to add?
Well, I just want to take it one game at a time right now because we're peaking, and I really want this game. As a fan, I want this game more than any other game.
Oh, you and me both.
I want us to beat the Eagles bad. You know, I dislike Nick Sirianni.
Oh,
he's kind of brashy,
jerk. What kind of way is that for a head coach to act? What are kids that are watching thinking? Nick, man, that sucks. I've seen him coming down that tunnel.
We don't let kids watch Philadelphia, that's for sure.
God.
No, I mean, I don't like their fans. I don't like their coach. I don't like their smugness. I don't like the overrating of their quarterback.
Ain't that the truth?
I mean, I want Brock to go in there and just demolish him. And just shut up guys like Nick Wright and all those pontificators on the air. I mean,
some of them need to be taken.
That's all right. That's all right. But I don't want to push ahead on Brock Purdy because I like his $825,000 contract.
Phil, it's going to be a problem for him in the Super Bowl. His agent's going to be running in that office 5 minutes after this thing is over and say, "Listen, guys, we need to talk." Okay, but can we celebrate first? We need to talk. Okay, yeah.
But if we win the Super Bowl, it's worth it.
I know.
I mean, that's it. We win the Super Bowl, then we're the all-time greatest.
I know. The thought of that gives me chills. I just don't hope he doesn't have Kyler Murray's agent, because Kyler got way too much money way too soon.
So anyway, but Brock, he's doing all these numbers, and yet he is the most pressured quarterback in the league.
No doubt.
And the guy never wavers. I mean, he's got solid cojones. I mean, he's in there in the pocket, and he doesn't flinch. where Jimmy would flinch.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
As much as
I
love
like
Jimmy,
Jimmy as
I have to
quarterback,
admit, yeah.
but he would flinch.
He got scared. When the pressure was coming
Yeah.
on, yeah, he did. And it made him do bad things.
But, and Brock has no fear. That pass to Ayuk over the linebacker that was right there, and he threw it right where it had to be. Boom, touchdown. That's a pro's throw.
2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, Phil, has he thrown a shot in the no man's land, and Ayuk was right there to grab it. Wow.
The guy makes about 3 or 4, unbelievable throws in a game.
Every week.
And so, he's the ultimate find. And let's just keep going. We got Christian going on high gear right now. Debo's starting to get unwound. Ayuk's been great all year. We're finally getting Banks back, which is going to solidify the left side of the line. Now we got to get the right side of the line solid, and there's no stopping us. None.
And Banks is playing with a hurt toe. Hey, salute to Banks on that. He's not fully feeling really good, but he had to come out there. He had to take one for the team. He did a good job, too.
Yeah, he still did pretty good compared to what we were doing.
Yeah.
So, and then on defense, Ambry Thomas has stepped up right at the right time. Because Isaiah Oliver was just terrible. And moving Demo inside, and Ambry stepped up on the outside. And now Mooney is he shut down DK Metcalf.
He was besides himself yesterday. I was just amazed. Phil, do you
I
know
want him to take on A.J. Brown.
Oh, that'll be the ultimate
A.J.
test.
Brown down.
It's okay because I got my little new guy back there, and I'm thinking I'm looking for a pick. I'm looking for a pick. Go ahead, because they know we're going to Brown. They know he's going to Brown.
And with the defensive line now starting to go 100 miles an hour, Armstead's going off the starts.
Yes.
And Hargrave's starting to get some sacks now. He went quiet for a while, and now Nick's coming up, and the other side we've got guys
like Chase Young.
And Gary. So we're going to bring out guys after guys after guys. Even Kinlaw's playing really well. So I want this game so bad. You
and me both.
We win this game. Hopefully Buffalo wins, and then we're number 1 seed.
Oh my God!
And I'm not worried about Baltimore. They're coming out here. It's a long trip for them.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that.
They tend to peter out towards the end of the season because they get banged up, and Lamar Jackson gets banged up, and so I'm not worried about it.
That's right, huh? And you know what? The 49ers have become so confident in what they do. Lamar Jackson may no longer be an obstacle in anybody's mind but mine. So, we'll see.
Yeah, we've got fast linebackers, and that's what, that they can run down Lamar. So
and you got Chase on the other side, too.
The only thing I worry about
what
is our punt return team.
I know.
Just don't let up the big plays. And Mitch puts it in the back in their end zone.
Yeah, and some of those shots
made a great stop on the 2.
Yeah, and guys get there in time because he's got so much hang time to be able to stop that ball and lay it on the 1 yard line. Everything is perfect as far as Mitch goes. There's no problem there. And Jake's starting to make all his field goals.
The middle of the field run back that we worry about, and then kickoff returns.
God.
Other than that, I ain't worried about anything with our team.
So we got to go. And I'm going to see you Sunday because we're going to be watching Buffalo. Oh, we're the Eagles. I'll see you then, Phil. Okay.
Okay, Ronbo. Later.
And Mr. Block Ice, they need to put our games versus Eagles in prime time. They've already we approached them a long time ago. A lot of 49er fans must have hit them up, and they actually responded by saying, "We're not flexing that game, guys." Stays right where it is. Okay, well, go ahead and be disgusting about it. Hey, Evan.
Hey, Ronbo.
Evan, you want to
Happened.
you want to extend upon the things you were saying yesterday? I'm telling you right now, the grades are out, and we already know there's a few standouts. I'm telling you right now, Ambry Thomas, man, Charlie Warner. These are names that we all considered kind of a little extra load that wasn't really pulling their weight. Well, now, oh, and the other guys that are stars are going to be stars anyway. Oh, I love this team. Let me stop, Evan. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ronbo, we're just, we're just playing unselfish football. And that's, they all have one goal in mind.
Yes.
And that's what it takes to get these things done. You don't see, the DK Metcalf, AJ Brown freakouts on the sideline, because there's been games where, like, Brandon got a couple of catches yesterday. You didn't see him pouting and throwing his shit everywhere, and, because they all have the same goal. So
we got a great locker room when it comes to that kind of thing. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, and then Brock he elevates Kyle's offense, whether he'll ever admit it or not. Probably not.
Oh, Kyle's still saying things to make himself look like he's in charge. He made that pass, and we all just stood back and held our breath. Kyle, stop it. What you should do is take credit for that. But Brock does go off schedule, but he does it intelligently, really intelligently.
Yeah.
Like you say, he knows how to run that offense. He understands it completely, and he knows what works and what not doesn't work.
Yeah, like remember what it was like when Jimmy was running the show.
Mm.
And I'm not a Jimmy hater or anything, but there was always that 10-point. If we got a 10-point lead, it always felt like we were going to blow it, somehow, some way. The other team was going to come back, and with Brock, we have the confidence now that we're like, okay, well, if the other team comes down and makes a drive, then we can answer, and that wasn't the case before.
You got to tell Nick Wright, who thinks Brock has no capabilities as such. He can't lead from behind, and if a team comes at him and presses him right, I said, Nick, why are you watching the game? Oh.
He's got his heels too dug in, but he's never going to change his mind.
He's got to stick with that. He's already started.
Brock could win the MVP. He can win the Super Bowl MVP, and he would still
Nick would be outside.
Say it's Kyle or the weapons or the defense. He'll never. He'd never just say like, "Oh, I was wrong."
He'd never admit to it. In fact, wherever the award ceremonies take place, Nick would be standing outside with a picket sign saying, "An injustice has been done." But he'll give credit to everybody else in the league that's winning football games and has talent around them as well, but not Nick. I mean, not
the only person that ends up hurting is himself because it's not credible.
Right?
Think people watching him are going to take him serious?
No, his integrity already took such a shot. Now it's over for him, and his big brother, Skip Bayless. Both of them they're part of the insane clown posse.
Well, Skip has his diehard Cowboys thing going on, so he's going to say what he says out of his passion for his team. But Nick Wright is just he's just a hater, but I'm not here to talk about him. He's just a fool.
But go ahead and elaborate further on some of the things you want to talk about.
But one of the things I didn't like yesterday was when they pinned us deep back in the goal line, and Kyle was calling pass plays. Traditionally, you just try to get out of that zone by a couple of run plays and give your punter enough room to enough room to punt the ball.
You're done with that INT situation, aren't you? Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, Brock was, his clock was sped up because he's sitting back in the end zone. Mm-hmm. And, that's when mistakes are going to happen. He called 2 pass plays in a row. So it's kind of a boneheaded series by Kyle. Like, personally, I don't put the blame on the players in that because Kyle's the one who put him in that situation.
You got 2 capable backs. I mean, why is exactly the question? Why? I'm surprised reporters didn't ask him about that. Kyle, you're deep in your own end zone. Why did you want to pass the ball in that situation with that defense pressuring as they were? And I wish I could report. I would have asked him. I said, Kyle,
Ronbo, it's like he forgets how to call plays when he has a lead.
Suddenly, at
I
times.
don't get it.
And this goes all the way back to Atlanta.
It's like,
you're right.
Yeah, it must have, that Super Bowl has to have traumatized him somehow, some way, subconsciously, because we have the lead, we're looking good, we're driving, and all of a sudden he starts doing the stuff that you're starting to question, like, what the hell are you thinking?
That's right. So we cry
Makes
about
no
when he goes
sense.
conservative on us all of a sudden, but then when he should be getting conservative, he doesn't. Evan, we got it right. I feel sometimes a little embarrassed talking about a guy of his talent, but Jesus Christ, that is really questionable. Oh,
he has his moments for sure. Like, this team, this roster is ready to go. I feel like we're the best team in the league, and that's just not biased.
No, I agree.
Just looking at our roster, I mean, we can beat any team in the league.
As long as we're healthy, any team. I mean,
as long as we're healthy, exactly.
Yeah. Nobody out there.
But at the same time, coaching has something to do with it also, and in big moments like that, because there's going to be 2 or 3 games that we have left that it's going to come down to
making good decisions.
Good,
Evan,
exactly.
Evan, one thing though. Do you know Kyle called Wilkes? Wilkes wanted to keep us in zone coverage against the Hawks, and Kyle says because he didn't want Tavares having to deal with DK, and Kyle said, "Why? No, I need him on." Kyle's overruling. If somebody would just overrule him now on occasion, because he needs somebody to oversee some of the things. I wish his dad would say something at least. He listened to his dad.
Right, yeah. We need an offensive consultant that's, in his ear maybe saying, like, hey, maybe you don't want to call 3 pass plays in a row
Mike's in
when you're trying to kill clock.
Remember?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Evan, we got to go.
We need to replace him then, I guess. All right.
Yeah, and now we don't have anybody to tell Kyle what to do anymore. Evan, always a pleasure. I'll see you Sunday as we wait and see what's going to happen here with the Buffalo Bills.
All right. Shout out to you. Shout out to Tony down under. Shout out to Ellis and the rest of the fans.
Right. Appreciate you, Evan.
Have a good night.
Enjoy this holiday weekend. All right, fam. And 49 Brian says, I'm still hungover, not from alcohol, but pure joy. I know what you're feeling, Brian. Robert Slavin looks like rainstorm playing Eagles 60. Oh no.
What's going on, baby?
Hey, Jack, come on in, man. I don't know why the Eagles don't have to come to us this time. Anyway. Jack, come on in, fam. It's like inclement weather coming to the East Coast
happy late Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is gone now, and we could talk about it because I didn't want to call out Shanahan yesterday and, all this stuff. But, man, the donkey of the game goes to Kyle Shanahan, man, for keeping Christian McCaffrey in. The dude is getting screws into his helmet wrong. His elbows busted up. This guy's all busted up. He's just keeping him in. And then finally Elijah Mitchell comes in and takes over the end. But, and that call, the pick six, little things like that, man, in the end zone, man, run the goddamn ball. You know what I'm saying? When you got guys like McCaffrey and
Mitchell,
you got
Mason, you got any number of backs that can handle that.
TDP, yeah. Mason should put TDP. I'm not seeing TDP since he's been drafted in any
he's not even
regular season game.
Jack. They don't even let him put on any clothes.
Did you notice the score? If it wasn't for that pick six, Jack's score 31-6 would have been on the button.
Fred Warner's pissed off about that too, because they felt like they shut the Eagles all the way down.
Yeah.
I mean Hawks.
Yeah, so I got the score. I know you bypassing what I just said, but I got the score right, Ronbo. Besides that pick six.
No,
but
I agree with you.
Talking about Fred Warner, and you talk about this guy. I mean, even like PFF rated him. I think 80. Gave him an 88. They did Nick Bosa.
Are you talking about Fred?
89.8. Yeah, Fred got an 88 grade. But do you know who got a higher grade than Nick Bosa? Who got the highest grade on our team yesterday, Ronbo?
Ambry Thomas.
Ambry goddamn Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. So this boy could play, and they got some dogs at the wide receiver position over there at Seattle. You know, they got Lockett and Najigba. They got Metcalf. So he's balling out, man, against these dudes, against elite wide receivers. So, and these guys are nimble, physical, and all that stuff. So
he's perfectly built.
He can ball, man. We need Ambry.
He's fast. He's perfectly built for that position. He's long. He's fast.
He's perfect.
Yeah.
He's just getting more and more confidence. He got the game down, and he needs to be on the outside. Lenore in the slot, and Travaris Ward, who fucking balled out yesterday on the other side, man. Because goddamn, man, you know what I'm saying? I can't think of a fault on the defense, man. I had to just enjoy the goddamn game. My boy BA came through late and did his thing, got his touchdown, and he would have had 2 if it wasn't for Weatherspoon's little tip in the beginning. If you remember that pass.
Oh yeah, yes. Because there's nobody in front of him. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. I remember. It looked like Brandon dropped it, but it was a Weatherspoon who tipped the ball.
I thought so.
Otherwise, that would have been 2 right there. And then also on my prediction of him getting the chicken leg, the turkey leg, he would have got the damn turkey leg too. You know, I've been in England too goddamn long, man. They don't do Thanksgiving out here, so you know they got.
It's right. Jack, it's funny you mention that because there's a guy that just came here. His name is Nick Ludlam, I guess. Anyway, Nick went back to the UK and he wants to celebrate Americans eating pumpkin pie. He couldn't find any place in the entire area that he lives in that they made pumpkin pie. I said, dude, find somebody with culinary skills and have them make you one homemade. The recipes are all over the net, no problem. You know? So.
Oh man, pumpkin pie coming soon to Asda, Tesco, Sainsbury's, and Morrison's. Those are the biggest grocery stores out here. Coming soon near you, man, out here in the UK. Thanks for letting me know that. But yeah, man, back to the game. You know, Debo balled out again. I'm happy for Debo. You know what I'm saying? Debo did a great job, and we needed his physicality in these type of games. You know what I'm saying? When we were like, oh shit, are they coming back? And they were trying to go on a run. But we kept them from going in the end zone, Ronbo. The defense kept them, and a lot of people could talk about Wilkes, and, you know, there were stuff in the games that I wasn't too excited about myself. But, hey, the defense stepped up and kept them out the end zone on Thanksgiving. So, yeah.
DK Metcalf, he wants
so
nothing
that was
to
really
do with the 49ers. Tyler
Yeah,
Lockett,
definitely, man.
these are guys that score
man.
on us every time,
George.
Jack. They did not get no play, no game on this day.
Yeah. Kittle did a good job, man. Otherwise, tight end did too. But Dwelly. But the thing is, man, the O-line is the only reason why Brock Purdy sometimes can be shaky, is because, you know, you got Feliciano, who had the lowest grade of any offensive lineman, and he isn't totally gelled because he hasn't played that much with the O-line. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully we could get Burford back here soon, and the O-line could be the squad that we know they are. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waking up now, so I'm going to be listening to you guys while I'm making my brew right now, my black coffee. And, man, had a great damn time, man. Watching Ronbo, hearing all you chats, and the game at the same time. I got Ronbo on the iPad. I got the game on the big screen. Yes. You know what I'm saying? The folks on the phone. But listen, before I go, man, yesterday was also a historic day for Modesto, California, baby, before I go. And you know I got to give it to you, Ronbo. Our boy, my younger brother's good friend, Deron motherfucking Bland. Remember that name, baby. Broke the NFL all-time record.
Pick six.
All-time record. He took five pick sixes. Nobody in the history, not even Deion Primetime Sanders, has done that. 5 pick sixes, baby. Deron Bland from the Dallas Cowboys, from Modesto, California, on the Dallas Cowboys, from Modesto, California, baby. Played for Fresno, played for SAC. And after his contract's done, I want to get this guy into the Bay Area, baby. Let's go, baby. Deron Bland from Modesto. 209, stand up, baby. Northern California, stand up, bro. He's a product of Northern California, baby.
There you go.
I'm about to call his dad right now and do some international stuff. I'm about to call his dad Dwight right now. I'm about to call Dwight right now and do some international stuff with his son. So, man, y'all have a great, blessed rest of your Boxing Day. We love you. And, man, We going to the goddamn bowl, baby. Get ready.
It's looking like that every day. Jack, appreciate your fam. You know this. Good luck with that business transaction, and I'll see you Sunday.
And you come see me soon, Ronbo. Fly over here to the UK, and we'll take a train to France. I'll show you France. We'll come back to London, take a train to Amsterdam. If you want to smoke some weed, that's where they do it. I'm going to show you a hell of a goddamn trip, all right? All right, brother. Have a good one. Peace.
You too, Jack.
Go Niners. Peace.
Hey, Jack. Good day, Jack. Jack's just getting started. And bringing out the great Barzini. Bazzini. Anybody?
Ronbo.
Hey, what's up, fam? What's going on? You know, here we are. The day aftermath.
Slow mo better than no more. I'm so mad, kicking ass, you know. Whooping on these for thinking they got a chance against my Niners, you know.
Wait, who is that whispering that? Because Skip Bayless went all the way out and committed and admitted. He said and said, you know how he does. Okay, I was watching the 49ers and Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you,
Yeah.
they knocked me off the sofa. What? Skip, you were impressed? Yeah. Skip's afraid of the 49ers now. He holds on to the possibility, but I still want to see if I believe that my Cowboys can stop that team. No, he doesn't. You can tell by his voice. He was shaking.
Yeah, he's shaking in his boots, Ronbo.
In his cowboy boots, exactly.
Daddy. Hey, Ronbo, he shook daddy, Ronbo. He don't want no.
He wants no part of that smoke. I don't know why Skip just didn't give it up. God. But anyway.
You know, he know what it is.
What's about some of the things we saw in Ambry Thomas, and this is the maturity the 49ers are going through. It took too long to get here, but we're seeing Ambry Thomas start to look like a quality corner. We're seeing Charlie Warner. I mean, when I read about Charlie doing one of the best blockers on the field yesterday, that means George Kittle freedom. You know, there's a lot of things that are just coming together here. It's looking really special.
And you know what? I still think Shanahan's got more cooking. I think he can get there.
No, he does.
Nobody knows but us. Nobody knows about Jordan Mason but us. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Got a whole lot of other factors that nobody has tape on. Just like everybody was shocked that Juwan Jennings got the first down. 49ers fans wasn't shocked.
Oh.
We know that he can do that.
Yes, right.
But everybody else was shocked. Oh, they got a receiver that can break a tackle. Dude, he's been on our roster. He can do that.
Ooh, that's right. I remember that. Jawan would not be denied. Y'all got me? I don't think so. First down. Whoa! Yes.
That's right. So everybody don't understand the Shanahan. They have had a history of hiding people on rosters, I guess for several reasons, because they didn't want nobody else to know about them, and because they lost somebody, somebody hit. They hit Mike Anderson after Terrell Davis. If you remember, Terrell Davis was a 2,000-yard rusher. Mike Anderson came in and won the rushing title the next year after, but everybody forgets that. So they always keep hitting gems. My biggest thing is, as long as we stay healthy with our quality backups that we have, because we got quality backups, then we can win. That's it. We just have to continue to stay healthy. Health and a little bit of good luck.
Always the biggest thing. Always the biggest thing.
I'm not
we stay unhealthy.
so much afraid of Philadelphia, and I will tell y'all again, just like I told y'all before, we don't need them losing. If they beat Buffalo, that's a good thing. Then they may be a little bit more relaxed.
You're right.
You know?
You're right. I keep forgetting that line of thinking, but I agree.
Yeah, you know, winning. And you got to still think they got a tough schedule coming up because they got to play the Cowgirls again, and that's their division. And they got to play the Cowgirls at home, and Dallas has something to play for in Texas. So, you know, I mean, you just hope things work itself out. You don't always want to. I mean, it would be great if Buffalo lost, but then guess what? Now they're afraid, like, damn, we got to beat the 49ers. The most important thing for us is if we can sneak whatever victories we can sneak out, we want to sneak them out while we're in this bird hunting season because we got to play birds for the next 4 freaking games.
I know, man.
We got to play.
We get tired of poultry,
Eagles.
man. God.
Yeah, just bird. Then we got to play the Cardinals after the Cardinals. Then we play the Ravens on Christmas. We finna have birds.
Oh, hey, Shabbat, you know what's so funny? Because what you mentioned about what we got to do and what we got to keep in our back pocket hidden and things like that, I think Brock Purdy intrigues Shanahan sometimes because some of the things that Brock was doing yesterday were not out of the conservative book we go run today to just beat this team and
Right.
get out of here. I don't want nobody seeing anything. Now, for
Right.
one thing, Brock out there throwing them miracle shots, and him and Ayuk have got something
Right.
going on. I don't know what it is, but I want it to continue. Let him keep polishing because that shot he threw to Ayuk last week, I'm looking at all kinds of jerseys around there other than George Kittle, and then there's
Right.
BA in that crowd. And yesterday, that
Right.
shot, he threw that ball up, and Kyle said, we just stood back and watched and held our breath. And here comes BA as if he knew they have some kind of like the X-Men, Professor X or something. They're reading each other's mind. And he just came racing around there. Boom! Right exactly where he needed to be to make that play. I said, good God almighty, what was that?
And you called it a dot.
Oh.
A dot.
Yeah, I know. That's what they
That's
call
what
it. Yeah, when they came up to the stage. I
Yeah.
was thinking about breath. Damn. Oh, that was
That's
hot.
what it is. We just got to stay healthy, stay low key, keep getting healthy. You know, we want
Stay
that's
that
the
way.
biggest thing. That's it. Keep getting healthy, and I ain't afraid of nobody, man. I ain't afraid of Philadelphia, and we don't need Buffalo to do our bid. And if Buffalo beat them, great. If Buffalo don't beat them, we go in there,
We're
we do
still
our
fine.
bid, and we get the victory. Yeah, we healthy, and the biggest thing that everybody's saying, 15 sacks I tagged you in there, Ronbo, in 3 games.
I know.
Now you got to give us. I remember I told you right before the Jacksonville game, which we're going a lot of man. We drafted Amber Thomas because he was a strong man corner.
Yes.
Tavarius Ward is a
Same
strong
thing with
man
Tavares.
corner.
Exactly.
When you
And
bring pressure,
the guy in the slot,
Go ahead.
same story. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Demo,
Right.
same story.
you bring in pressure on the defense, and the quarterback ain't got all flipping day to pick apart his own, and he's only got 2.5. You got to make a decision or get your mouth hit.
Bam! Too late. You ain't made a decision time.
Which one you want? Too late. Right? Ain't no hanging around here 5 or 6 seconds.
There
You
go.
know, even if we play the cheating Chiefs that they cheat for, you can't hold us forever. Period.
Shabazz,
You can't hold us forever.
I'm loving it. Shabazz, we got to go, fam. I'm going to see you Sunday. And like you say, regardless as to whether the Buffalo Bills stop the Eagles or not, means not. We will still have a good time. I'll be looking for you, fam.
We will. I'll see you Sunday, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Nice, Boz. It's great, Bozzini.
Good night.
Hands out all kind of great info at betting time. Sunday's going to be a good time, ain't it? We were sitting back and watching everybody else, and we just been checking out where we fit into the puzzle. It's got Uber X Overland. It's
What's up,
Matty
buddy?
up in Oregon, Bend, Oregon to be exact. What's up, Matty?
Oh, man, just watching my Oregon Ducks beat the Oregon State Beavers probably for the last time, man. It's a Civil War game, and since the Pac-12 is not Pac-12 anymore,
Right?
it's kind of a bittersweet game, man.
Well, real quick, what happens to that conference now that they're just disassembling?
Everybody
all
left.
that? Okay, what do they just go to other conferences?
It's all a money grab, man. It's all about the money, bro.
I know, but they've got to get the okay from the administrators of those other conferences, from what I understand, right? So,
oh yeah.
Except
now I got to get to know. I got to figure out who all my new teammates. I know all the teams that are in my conference now. I've known them for years, man. Now I got to figure out who's in my conference again.
Yeah.
And I guess it's gonna be weird.
What would you prefer?
Go Ducks, man.
Where would you prefer the
We
Ducks
just
to go?
whooped them, so.
I mean, which established?
I just
conference?
prefer we all stay in the same. I just prefer we all stay in the Pac conference. It was Pac-8, then it was Pac-10, then it was Pac-12.
It seems
so. I just prefer it stay the way it was.
Matt, it seems like it's a done deal for a lot of reasons. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Hey, Matty.
It is, yeah.
Extend upon this game, man. What are you feeling? Because we didn't talk to you yesterday.
No, I was just busy, man. I meant to call in. I just had things going on, but it was a good day, and it's always a great day to beat the Seahawks up in Seattle. So you know what I got to say? After Seahawks, after Cowboys. So it's going to be nice, man. We got a little bit of time here in between the Eagles, and
good. It needed to.
I don't know, man. I know Phil's not too worried about the Ravens, and I'm not overly worried about them because they are at home with us at our house. But Lamar, man, we got to make sure we can contain that guy, man. He can run when he's healthy.
I know. I just hope that game's not pivotal. If it's just a game for the sake of, I mean, let's say that the Eagles lose a couple of games between now and then, and we don't, and
what if we haven't lost at all by then? Yeah, that's crazy to think, isn't it? I mean, we've got the manpower to do it.
I know. We just need to stay healthy. That's the biggest obstacle in here for us.
And I thought it was like I heard you talking about CMC. I saw that video you were talking about. I think that was pretty funny. That was quite just leaving blood stains everywhere.
I mean, we got guys on our team that I would cast in movies because I love those movies where they got these guys up in the snow, blizzards blowing, and they're out there doing combat with whomever they're doing it with. George Kittle, CMC.
That's CMC.
I got Debo in there. All our tough guys,
The infantry team.
Trent Williams as the enforcer. Oh, that'd be a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got to get Nick Bosa in there, too. Oh, yeah. We got some tough, theatrical dudes.
Well, I just think we have the most well-rounded team. I mean, we're beating teams by more than the Eagles were beating teams by.
Oh, God, that's so true. Eagles just keep getting by. Just getting by every week. Just barely escaping.
Yeah, I mean, they are good.
Yeah. But we're beating.
And then you got the Cowboys, those clowns. They think they're so good, and it's like, you guys aren't even beating real teams. Like, you guys are just beating high school teams, man.
And then Matty, then you hear the talking heads are saying all kind of good things. Well, Dak Prescott puts him back in the conversation for MVP. I said, what? I said, why?
They're paid to say that shit.
God.
I think they're paid to say that crap, man.
Oh, I know. It's ridiculous. Oh,
it's ridiculous. Like, you just... And I don't know. I hate Nick Wright, man. That guy just never shuts up.
Man, that's all right. He'll have to shut up soon.
Like, it doesn't matter who it is he's rooting for him if they're playing against the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter.
And Joy Taylor and Nick. Can you imagine them together talking about the 49ers? Oh, that'd be a fest. Joy's just so smoking hot. I can't get too mad at her, but Jesus, Joy, what are you saying? That's not true. Every time she says that's not true. God. Oh.
Yeah, sometimes you're just wondering, like, man, are you just talking out of your butthole, dude?
Oh, God. That's all right. His time's coming. We're going to get Nick. Get Nick right. We're going to get him.
Well, you got to look at, the whole Brock Purdy situation with Nick, right? And you think, if Nick or if Brock had been picked in the first round, this would just be par for the course. We would just expect this from him.
Yep.
And then it wouldn't even be a conversation. It'd be like, oh, is he MVP? You have all these conversations, and it's like, so he's doing the same thing he would be doing, but he was picked the last in the draft. So it just kills me, man. We'll show him.
Yeah, it's fine. Let them keep saying what they say, because next year they won't be able to make this conversation. And Nick's just gonna. I mean, the thing about Brock, he's already a movie being written, right? And if this climaxes with the ultimate prize, we may lose Brock to Hollywood. If he wants to go play his own part, and Hollywood will offer way more money.
Oh my goodness!
This is an unbelievable story. It'd be a first in history. Mr. Irrelevant goes to the Super Bowl. That'd be the name of the movie.
It'd be somebody like Matthew McConaughey playing him or something.
Oh yeah, perfect. Oh wait,
I just think he'd be a perfect fit.
He would, but how about Shia? Shia's getting Shia. How do you pronounce his name? Shia.
Oh, I know, Shia.
Yeah,
Shia LaBeouf.
They get that same baby face,
good.
And the acting. Shia, he'd be perfect too. A bunch of guys, hilarious.
Oh yeah, just waiting to happen. But I'm loving it, man. The chemistry's good. Everybody's healthy. I mean, CMC's beat up, but he runs through walls, so it's kind of to be expected.
Yeah, he doesn't care. I mean,
that's kind of what he does.
He plays better football. Anyway, Manny, always a pleasure. We got to go. I'm going to see you Sunday because we're all going to be watching that Buffalo Eagle game. So I'll see you there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It'll be. All right, buddy. Have a good night, man.
You too, Matty.
All right, buddy.
There's a man else up in Bend, Oregon. Hey, Bill. 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 Yeah, Bill. Come on, Bill. It wasn't coming through, but I can imagine you taking a shot at something, and most likely the Cowboys, who are sitting around singing.
No, I'm taking a shot at the sea turkeys.
Oh yeah. Oh,
you thought you were going to avoid getting fried on Thanksgiving. You thought you were going to avoid getting beat. Your hopes were so high, and it's not only for the sea turkeys; it's for the sheagles. We're gonna beat those eagles when we meet them next Sunday.
Ooh, I really hope
I have good confidence on what I've seen. And hold your head up, be happy, smile. And the Cowgirls, they even know it. It's in their gut. They know they're going nowhere this year. So
the Cowboys, and if I hear one more analyst or TV person, sports talk show or whatever, say that Dak is back in the NBA conversation, somebody needs to call the police and have them send him up there and pick that guy up.
No. I want it to be that way. I want the Cowboy fans to get fake hope. I want them to believe they're going somewhere.
But beat
So
somebody.
when we send them home, when the Niners beat them and send them home again, the music will be so sweet. The fans will cry so hard, and I will get so much enjoyment.
Bill, you know what, though? I think Detroit plays Dallas sometime soon, right? Detroit's crumbling and turning to poo-poo as well. You know what? Detroit is this year's Vikings. As I said last year, because Detroit came out of the gate raising hell. They were just doing everything. People they were the number one seed up until yesterday, or number two seed up until the other day. And now they struggle to get it past the Bears. And then Green Bay says, well, we're better than the Bears. You guys know what's coming up, don't you? Bam! I mean, they beat the bejesus out of the Lions. I was shocked. I watched that game after we got through.
I wasn't. I mean, it's golf. It's Jared Goff. What do you expect?
They had him laying in the dirt, and for one while he didn't get up for like a couple of minutes. He just laid there in half fetal position. Jesus, golf.
And the fans that the Detroit Lions the fans think that they could beat the Niners. In what scenario does that add up? That doesn't. That just a healthy 49ers versus Detroit.
Anybody.
That would be an L for Detroit.
Anybody.
I'm kind of liking how the cards are being played right now. And I'm not really debating. I'm not really saying anything. I'm kind of like, coming out laughing, having a little fun. Was a little upset in the beginning because I know that the team was way better than what it was playing on 3 straight losses. That's what got me furious because I know that this is a Super Bowl team. This is the team that can go win it all this year, Ronbo. They have the ability to do it. They have the team to do it. They are stacked. If they play like this the rest of the season, throughout the playoffs, all the way to the Super Bowl, at the end of the year, they're going to be hosting the Lombardi Trophy. And let all the trolls come into the chat because they're going to disappear.
No,
Mr. Jim Everett.
We can't find Gene D now.
Yeah. Right. Where's Rudy? Where's Ready to Go? Where's
ready to go left. And Texas Boy still hovers around here. But I have no idea why Texas Boy, what could he possibly, he has no platform of which to speak from. They haven't beat a team over 500, and when they do beat teams under 500, they just go crazy. Got the starters out there to the last minute of the game.
Texas Boy, don't disappear when your Cowboys get eliminated from the playoffs. Come out and keep the same energy when the Niners host the Lombardi Trophy. Keep that same energy, Texas Boy. Keep that same energy. That's all I got to say. One thing about the Niners, from Niner fans, from all the other fans, we got to love our haters. We got to embrace them.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, when we host that Lombardi Trophy, one thing I got to say is what I said before. Who's got it better than us?
Nobody. They've built a machine. Offensive line, it's a little shaky, but beyond that, and I got a quarterback to actually make that offensive line work for him. I hate that he's under that kind of pressure every throw, but he doesn't care. He's just there to get it done. Bill,
they're getting it together.
You want to hear something really funny, though, real quick? Skip Bayless, Michael Irvin, I forget who the third guy was, is the third guy told both Skip and Mike, and Michael believes it too. You know, there's no point, Skip, in keep wanting the 49ers and the Cowboys to beat in the playoffs. What you want is for the 49ers somehow to get eliminated before your round of play. I said to myself, I would be, if I was a Dallas Cowboy fan, I would have to believe that. I don't need to see any more proof that the 49ers, when they put their head down and look straight ahead and drive, nothing's going to stop them as long as they don't get hurt. So why would I want to put my team in front of that machine? What are you, stupid? I said,
right. It's like a Chihuahua versus a pit bull.
Yes, right.
The Chihuahua at the end is going to lose. It's just the end of the day. That's just how the matchup's going to be.
But
let them believe that their super Chihuahuas got all the superpowers and miraculously could take that pit bull out. And at the end of the day, when the Chihuahua's left bloodied and laying on the ground, the cow Chihuahua, then, it's over.
Don't use this example. I like Chihuahuas. I find them very amusing. Little eyes bulging out, and every time he barks, and he never stops barking, his little feet are flying up off the air.
That's a Cowboy fan. It's a Chihuahua. All they do is bark and make noise. No action, but bark.
We got to go, Bill.
Give me a Niners shout out, and have a happy late Thanksgiving.
You too, Bill. Niners! Bill! See you in a couple of days.
Keep barking, Texas boy. Keep barking, because that's all I hear is bark.
Just
later.
Room. He's nothing going on.
Woof, woof.
49er Brian.
Ronbo.
I thought you were going to say Merry Christmas. Not yet, Brian.
Merry, it is an early Christmas. I don't need nothing for Christmas.
Listen.
Nothing.
No Christmas tree. Niner family, no Christmas tree yet. You got to wait till tomorrow at least. Boy, people putting up Christmas trees.
Oh, mine's fake anyway, but I always wait like a couple weeks before Christmas. It's all right.
Appropriate, yes.
Yeah.
And get a real tree. So you should wait a couple weeks. Keep it moist.
What a great day today. I woke up, had the day off, fresh air, and the air of sea trash loss. Oh,
it smells good, doesn't it?
What a great feeling. There's nothing better, Ronbo. You know this.
I tell you, it doesn't hold as much weight as it used to because the Chicken Hawks they're like the Rams. They've all turned to milk. But, it's still, to beat them, they did that to us when we were milk, so it's okay.
Look how long these guys beat up on us. How many years? 10 years?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
You know what? That stopped 8 years for sure. 2014.
Yeah.
All the way to 2020. 21, 20. Yeah. They stopped beating us here a couple of years ago. Remember when Nick Mullins went in on that night that Jalen always talks about?
Oh, yes. What a great night that was.
The Raiders.
Oh.
No, Nick beat him to that year, too, at night. That's right.
Nick beat him, too? Oh, yeah. I remember. I got to send a shout-out to my boy, Navarro Bowman. I bet he's been watching.
Oh, you know he has. He has.
That was sweet revenge for my favorite linebacker next to Fred Warner. And Patrick Willis. Sorry. But I will never forgive the sea trash for that day.
I know.
Nope.
Right?
I won't ever forgive him for that. That's when I started hating the sea trash.
God.
Revenge.
I wouldn't have done that to any of their players. Standing there throwing debris down.
I don't think any team has ever done that to another player, have they? That's hurt?
I've never seen that. He's on the meat wagon and you're
throwing
debris
nobody
down
has.
from this. What are you people? You're not even human? God.
And did you see? I was shocked that they put the turkey. I think you were talking about it. They put the turkey by the sideline there, and you're like, "You better get that out of there."
I was bothered.
You know.
Yeah.
And
what did they do? Debris down there. They probably had security watching that area. They probably know the Hawks fans would do that.
Well, what did they do to us? They got to eat on our logo. Remember that? We didn't even get close to their logo eating the turkey. You know?
They should make it a rule. The turkey should be placed in the middle of the field, and winner take all. Okay, no matter whether you lose or win, and your hosting team, the winner gets to eat that turkey right there in front of the stands. The stands cleared out as soon as that game was over. But
oh, they were gone. They didn't want to watch that show. And it was a great show.
Wait. Did you love GK's moves though? GK went through throwing meat all over the stands.
Well, what I loved the most about it, I don't think the gal there that was doing the interview expected every 49er at that table. She only expected like a couple guys, right?
But that's
and I loved it because it showed team unity of all our guys, how much they love each other.
That's who we are.
And Kittle's spreading the turkey everywhere and passing the legs, and then here Purdy has some cornbread. He's passing the plate around. Dude, that was awesome. Are you kidding me? That's a team.
That's our identity. That's who we are.
Then Bosa cracked me up. Bosa shows up and kills like Bosa, and he wouldn't eat anything. He's like, "Those are the last thing I want to eat." That was hilarious.
He's 5% body fat. You got to respect that.
You can't get better TV than that. You really can't. I mean, come on. I love them all. All those guys eating turkey, and it was just great. It was the greatest thing ever.
George Kittle.
Kittle running down the trench with the turkey. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Oh my
He's
God,
such a psycho. It's always been my favorite. I thought they should have put a billboard of him outside the stadium. God, George is
I don't
hilarious.
care what anybody says. He's the best. He's the best tight end in the league, and he's a national treasure.
That's right.
He
George
is.
blocks
He's
unlike Travis Kelce, and George doesn't care who he's got his assignments against. Kelce already told people he doesn't do that. I agree.
No, nobody else does that. Nobody. He's amazing. I don't know how he does it every day. I really don't. Or every weekend.
Well, it's fun for him. That's what George says. This is just plain fun. He says, it's great to be paid for something you really enjoy doing. Eats all every day. And he's right. He keeps everybody in that mood too. Good, George.
And he's a good dude. He's good to the fans. You gotta just love him. I mean, come on.
I do.
Yep.
It's amazing.
But what a great victory. I hope we can pull out this Eagle win. Man, that's gonna be tough, but I think we can do it, man. I think the Eagles are on a bit of a decline, and so are the Chiefs. Sure look that way to me.
Well, the Chiefs just got to get some better receivers. But tell you what, Brian, here's the thing about if the Dallas Cowboys went in there and barely lost, I know. I'm saying, God, man, the Eagles are rated to be just world beaters. But I see vulnerability.
All the Eagles do is squeak out wins. That's all they do. Have they really dominated anybody this year?
I don't remember. I got to go back and look at their schedule. I do not remember that. Every week they just barely got away.
Exactly. They can be beaten, Ronbo. Come on. They can be beaten. Yeah. But, man, I wish you and your family a good Thanksgiving and the rest of the family and all my peeps in chat. What a great weekend. Oh, my gosh. It can't get any better.
I mean, if we'd have wished for this, we wouldn't have got it. 49er Brian, I always appreciate you, man. We were bros for years, man. I'm telling you what, I'm going to say Sunday if you got time after the game.
Okay, all right. I hope those Bills take it too. You know it.
We all do. We don't need them for us to get to where we're going, but it would be nice. I just want the home field advantage. That's all I want. I want the 49ers to have that first week as a bye. They deserve that after last year. So we'll find out.
They do. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Have a good one. Take care, Ronbo.
You too, Brian. Happy holiday.
Yeah. You too. Bye.
Yo, KC.
What's shaking, Ronbo?
KC, hopefully the Eagles and their no Eagle fans don't scare them and their coach Thug. I love it, man. The Eagles are. Everybody will appreciate it beating them. I mean, I can't wait to play that game, and we cannot let them slide by like they do with everybody else. But, hey, enough about that. We got that to talk about later. Casey, yesterday's game, the 49ers came out shining like brand new money. Did you enjoy
yesterday's game was a day to remember for me. It was my dog's birthday. My dog was born on Thanksgiving. Shout out to great Tasha. She turned 7 years old. Ronbo, can I get a 49er shout out for my Newfoundland, the great Tasha?
Because you always come up with things I can't expect. You get more than that. Let us get into this. Happy Niners birthday to one of the finest dogs in the world. Oh, Tasha. Tonight it's going to be wet food only. And maybe even a little sauteed meat with a little sauce on top. Wait, it's Thanksgiving. How about some turkey for Tasha? Happy Niners birthday, Tasha. Happy Niners birthday to Tasha. Happy Niners! 7 years old, Tasha, keep on rolling, girl. Casey, I love pets, man.
1,000 thank yous, Ronbo.
My
Making a grown man shed a tear. Appreciate it, Ronbo.
Yeah, I did.
And, not only was yesterday Thanksgiving, it was this wasn't no preseason game. No, Ronbo. Everyone watched this game.
Do it. Get into Genesis. Name some of them remote places that you know. It was only the second most watched game of the day, though. I can't believe we were the second most watched game out of the 3 games that were played. How is that?
Ronbo, I was getting a leg massage while the Seahawks fans were throwing a turkey leg before the first drive was over. I was bathed in the shade with a glass of lemonade yesterday. I'll never forget yesterday.
Wait, what were you in Miami? You were in the shade. Casey, it's not that odd. You must have had some real herbal essence. There's no place on the West Coast it was Clyde. Sunglasses.
I know, right? No, it's 30 degrees out here, Ronbo, but you know what I'm saying. Figuratively speaking, I'm made of shade.
Yeah, we're gonna need those shades because the future looks bright. So don't worry.
I'd like to point out 2 things that I noticed yesterday. Number one, somewhere in the second quarter, when the Niners were kicking an extra point, you could hear a Niner chant. And I thought that was phenomenal because this is a stadium where they used to ban Bay Area tickets and stuff, Bay Area residents, So to be able to hear the Niner chant, that was the coolest thing.
It was special, wasn't it? I got to go back and listen. I watch it because I'm watching the game in like humming in my ears. But you know what?
And Ronbo, it's stuff like that if they win the Super Bowl, I'll look back and I'll go, that's when I knew they were going to win the Super Bowl.
I just hope that we do stay uninjured because there's nobody can beat the 49ers when they're healthy. I don't believe it.
And the second thing I'd like to point out, Rob, watching Rob, I got a dark sense of humor. Watching Geno Smith hobble off this field, I could only help but think about this post-game celebration the Niners were about to have on the Seahawks field and what Russell Wilson was doing. Maybe somewhere he's on his couch and Sierra yells out,
they lost.
Russ, dinner's ready, and Russ has his Seahawk helmet right next to him. He's putting his helmet on, and he says, "I'm not hungry." And he just sits there and watches the massacre and thinks, "My team needs me. There's nothing Russ can do. Damn it! The Niners won by 18, and KC moved the line to 12.5 and took the over. What do you know about that, Ronbo? That was a fantastic day, man."
Hey, Casey, worse than that, though. Remember before the game started, they keep showing us Geno getting therapy. Why are the cameras? What you want sympathy? Or I don't understand. What was the point of that? Geno's laying there on a table, and the guy's working on his arm.
The media really, goes full Disney presentation. They signed a contract with Disney.
See, that makes sense. What can we do to add to the drama of this game?
The Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
That's why we got what do they call that? That green, getting slimed. They cut the sliming out. I wonder how come. Probably found out that material they use to slime was toxic.
I like what 49er Brian's. I love 49er Brian, man. Shout out 49er Brian. He's always got great energy.
Always.
Talking about Navarro Bowman. I'd love to watch what NaVar Bowman was doing during the game yesterday, man. Because when he broke his leg, and I'm watching it from the comfort of my living room, and they get it wrong down on the field. That day changed the NFL for me.
He came
forever.
up with the
I will
ball,
never.
ref. How is that not 49ers ball? That's I don't know what they call it. I forgot
I'll
what they call
never.
it. But they gave it back to the Hawks.
I'll never be able to watch the NFL the same after that game.
Well, as long as the Hawks getting the butt handed to them, that's fine. That's going to continue.
Yeah, Ronbo, it could be smooth sailing from here on.
If we beat them a 5th time in a row in 2 weeks, Casey, I'm going to be besides myself. I'm telling you right now. That pretty much takes care of all the pain and suffering for me.
What if they shut out the Eagles, Ronbo? Wouldn't that be something?
Who?
Man. Because, it's just
the 49ers?
The theme so far has been, it's better than we imagined. They just romped on the Jaguars and took care of the Seahawks. What if they just go into Philly and shut out the Eagles or something?
Don't be surprised. I'm telling you right now.
Ambry Thomas shows up, picks Jalen Hurts, and
They can't wait to play him after last year. I tell you what, Case, we got to go. Happy birthday to Tasha. Happy Thanksgiving and holidays beginning.
Thanks, Ronbo. You're the man, Ronbo. That was so cool, man. Really appreciate it. You have a blessed night.
You too. See you Sunday. I'm telling you, fam. Look at that game next week. Watch what happens. I'm telling you, I got all the confidence in the world. 49ers going to go buck wild. They want that team probably like they want no other team in a long time. After last year's debacle in that stadium, Kyle Shanahan should have made that call in the first place to put that game in a different sequence. And then they get away with what they did. And then they win. And they go to the Super Bowl. Oh, no. 49ers can't wait to play those guys. I can't wait for this game. All right, there is the leader of the Dragon Clan. He is Papa Dragon. Pop, get in here.
Hey, Ronbo. What's going on?
Bob, I went back and looked at that part you was talking about. Couldn't stop laughing because I forgot about how funny that was. Javon Kinlaw being whirled like a baton. I got to cut that clip. I don't know if everybody be amused as me and you. Hey, Robert, what are you putting that up for, man? Because look, have you ever seen a 300-something pound man being whipped around at that speed, feet all up in the air and everything else?
Yeah, that's pretty funny, man. I'm sorry, Javon. I'm sorry, man.
I know we're out of line, but them some strong dudes.
We're just having some fun, Javon. Don't walk behind me and start rapping.
I know he does do that, doesn't he? With a mouthful of food. Oh man,
we're good. We're good, Big Color. We're good. I was just having a little fun. That's all.
Hey, Pop, elaborate a little further because you know how we always have to stop with you because you got so many good things to say on what you was talking about yesterday in this game.
I think that I would like to make a coaching change.
What position, Coach? The head coach.
I like to fire the offensive coordinator.
We don't have one. Go ahead. That's what I was talking about.
Yes, we do. We have to perform an exorcism on Shanahan and get the offensive coordinator out of.
Can we try that first? Let's see if we can get an exorcism and see if we can get him to snap out of it.
I was really curious about a couple of things in the game. Obviously the biggest weakness of our team is the offensive line. And there was a secondary earlier this year. And Shanahan said, hey, our solutions are in-house. And so far he's right. So far he's right, man. And, Ambry coming in, playing well.
Yes.
Demo's playing really well.
He's going to get better, too. I told everybody, wait, let him play that slot for a few weeks, guys. I'm telling you right now, he adapts. He adapts to the outside. He's going to adapt to the inside. And you don't have to worry about Javarius. And look at Ambry Thomas.
No, he's a good football player. I'm not sure what's going on with the whole Wilkes and Shanahan dynamic. I'm not sure what's going on with that at all. I just don't know. But I do have a little inside information. And
if Dan Quinn wants to leave Texas, He'll be next.
He might be. He might be. I don't think he's going to have a hard time finding a job, though.
That's why they got to get on the phone right away. Tell him, look, whatever they're going to pay you, wherever you're going, we're going to pay you that.
No, he might be. I think he might be a head coach again. Honestly,
yeah.
The NFL likes their retreads.
Yeah.
So
especially when
he
they got
might be a
status.
coach.
Agreed.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah. Anyway, a lot of it was a lot of glowing remarks about Brock Purdy behind the scenes. Just about how smart he is, how he challenges. How he wants to challenge the entire field.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently he's been doing that. He's been challenging Shanahan. So if there's one person that gets some pushback.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's one person that gives him some pushback is actually his quarterback, Brock Purdy. So, they may be a very good match. They may be a volatile match too. They may be a volatile match, but they appear to be a match.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Purdy's arm.
Because you have to trust him at some point, fam. He's going to have to stop questioning him, stop treating him like a child, take the puppet strings off, and let him go. Give him what you want him to do, and get out of the way, Kyle. Just get out of the way.
No, I think that's already. I think that's happening a little bit.
I think
already, because oh yeah. I mean, I've noticed. I saw Purdy change a lot of plays at the line of scrimmage more than I've ever seen. More than I've ever seen Jimmy G do it. And I don't like to compare quarterbacks because they're different, but I mean, he definitely changes plays more.
Yeah.
If you go back and look at what happened, no, he doesn't. I think that his arm strength has improved just because I believe of the rehab. So he has more arm strength than he did last year.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest improvement he's made has been really above the shoulders and his pocket presence.
Yes.
So his offensive line, although it's one of the worst in the league, he's one of the fewest sack quarterbacks in the league. So he's actually improving the quality of the play on the offensive line. So those are all really, really good things. Last year he would bail or he wouldn't step up in the pocket. Now he's stepping up in the pocket. He's sliding. He doesn't make a lot of bad decisions. I think that any defense that expects him to make bad decisions is going to be in for a long
because they're putting pressure on him. And speak to that for a moment, because every defense comes in and we go pressure that child like he ain't never been pressured before. Okay, go ahead. Y'all ain't watching what's going on in the past weeks. Please do it. Go ahead, and they do.
No, and they need to do that. But like I said, his processing right now is at an elite level, not just an elite quarterback, elite veteran like level, which I haven't really seen ever in a quarterback with so few starts. I've never seen it before.
I said that weeks ago. I said he really thinks fast, and not to have done these things before.
Yep.
Or not at this level, anyway.
Now you got that Stroud kid down in Texas, but part of Stroud's thing is processing, but part of it's also talent. But I do think there's a glaring overall decline in the NFL from a overall performance standpoint. I just think that's because that the CBA now favors the players resting as opposed to practicing.
That's why offensive line are sucking. You're right. I agree with that. Oh God.
So I mean, I think that's huge, but I think that's also huge with the defense too. And I think because of that, there's really no sheer dominant team in the NFL. I think that is very fluid and shifts a lot. So 1 week it could be the 49ers, 1 week it could be the Ravens. It could be the Bengals, but now the Bengals lost the quarterback. So things are changing very, very quickly.
Hey, and Pop, before we go, the thing is, the league wants it that way. They set it up. The strategy was to get parity across the league. So every city in America wants and can believe that their team can get there. Now they're making money hand over fist. They were anywhere.
Yep.
But this is all a plan.
No, this is definitely all a plan. But here's part of the plan that people weren't expecting. They weren't expecting the 49ers to basically put together a Pro Bowl defensive line with 2 Pro Bowl linebackers behind them.
Yeah.
and several players who are all pros in the secondary. And they weren't expecting a $900,000 quarterback to be playing probably the best quarterback in the league right now. He's the best. He is playing the position the best right now in the league.
Paul, we got to stop on that note. But listen, tell you what, I'm gonna be back Sunday because I can talk about this for hours. I mean, this is a subject that intrigues me so much. The phenomenon that's known as the 2023 49ers. This is an assembly of talent that makes no sense for the money and the CBA and how they set up a barrier for this kind of success. But Pop, let's get back into it. Bookmark this. Let's do this some more Sunday.
Oh, we will. And yes, the Niners are getting better, guys.
Oh.
They're getting better. I don't think they peaked yet. They're getting better.
Oh, no.
Especially please, I just want Feliciano to start at right guard, and we're good.
Bob, get my best in the Dragon Clan.
We need to say Spencer for the playoffs. Say Spencer Burford for the playoffs.
I like that idea.
Next year.
All right.
Next year's playoff.
All right, Pop, we got to go before production cuts us both off.
All right, production, I'm out.
Okay. Hey, Jalen.
What?
Jalen. Jalen's watch Jalen's all of a sudden say, "Can you hear me?" Jalen every now and then has mechanical issues. Jalen.
Ronbo, can you come back to me after the next call?
Oh, okay. All right. And Gridiron Ref. G-I-G-I-R. Gridiron Ref. Come in, Gridiron Ref. I hear some sound. Seems like he's trying to get in. Oh, no, wait. I love this. We get this every now and then. I've been collecting them. I'm trying to figure out what to do with them. Hey, Brian.
Brian. He's trying to get some air in. That sleep apnea.
It sounds like
49ers, red and gold. Screaming them 49ers till I'm dead and cold. Shouting the 49er name all the way from the Mid-South. The law says, know your role and shut your mouth. What it is, Ronbo.
Hey, what it was is another win, 8-3, leading the NFC West, because we the best. Getting ready to go to the East Coast to tell them who's got the most. I'm gonna write this whole thing in between. I'm telling you right now, I'm so tired of watching the Eagles slide. They just got away, barely got away. And again, you know what? They're going to play for us. They're going to play us next week. But, Brian, let's worry about that later. What do you got to say about this game yesterday and some of the amazing things that we're watching develop? And as somebody said, the 49ers are working toward a peak because they ain't got there yet. Boy, they're getting there, though. My God, they look good. What are you thinking?
Hey, Ronbo, you know what I'm thinking? First of all, let's get some formalities out the way. Because, Ronbo, tomorrow it is a very special day for me. It's my birthday. I'm bringing in 58 years, Ronbo.
Brian.
Come on, pump it up, Ronbo.
Here we go. I'm telling you right now, I'm ready. Happy. On this holiday weekend, it's time to sing for 49er faithful. Happy Niners birthday to Big Brian. Happy Niners birthday to Brian. Happy Niners birthday, Brian. Happy birthday, fam. And you got the best gift in the world. Beating up on the Hawks. The only thing that's equal to that is beating up on Texas and also the Los Angeles Rams. Of course, the Rams are third place because they ain't worth a damn anyway. But, Brian, happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks, Ronbo. Appreciate it. But now let's get to the main. Let's keep the main thing the main thing.
All right.
All right, so we now after we done choked out the sea chickens. So, and this is what I want, Ronbo. This is what I want. That same energy that everybody had when we had our little 3-game hiccup. I want that same energy right now.
I do too. I agree.
When we on our 3-game massacre.
Yep.
I want that same. Give me that same energy.
Keep talking.
You ain't hearing that talk
Brock
right now.
Keep doing it. All that.
Yeah, riding Brock. I'm like, hey, nothing can replace execution. And last night was a clear example. When we all together and healthy, and when we go out there and we execute, we look very dominant.
Unbeatable.
I mean, our cornerback, what was the name? Demarius Ward.
Javarius.
Yeah, Thomas.
They both just came to play.
Yeah, Tavares. Tavares, what's the receiver for Seattle? The big boy.
Metcalf.
Had him on lock. Do you hear me?
He did.
He might have had what, 6 targets, 2 catches, 14 yards.
Knocked the ball out of his hands, nearly picked
him
off.
Erased him.
Yes, exactly. They erased him from the game.
Erased him. He took him away.
Deleted.
And Ronbo, I was at a Thanksgiving party last night, and I was telling somebody, I said, it's Geno. Geno ain't beat us since he been to Seattle.
He wouldn't beat us in New York or any other city. Geno know better.
No, it's Geno. This not Russell Wilson. It's Geno.
Mm-hmm.
And Geno gonna do what he do. He gonna fall. He gonna fall, and he gonna fall hard.
That's it. Because the 49ers did write him back. He said nobody wrote him back. The 49ers did. 2 letters. He just didn't read them.
And if I fall hard too, Ronbo. If I got 4 All-Pro boogeyman coming after me every play. I don't have 1. I got 4 coming at me.
At high speed.
Got 4 red monsters coming at me.
Actually, there's a potential of 5 because Randy Gregory. Isn't Randy Gregory a Pro Bowler too?
Yes, he is.
You know, when they snatched his helmet off, I was so amused. He might have been hurt, but there was just something funny about Geno sitting there, folded like a chair, and looking like he couldn't breathe, and his helmet just ripped off. I was a Cleveland Farrell, jerked his helmet off his head.
I just knew they were going to Ronbo, I just knew they were going to throw a flag. I knew they did rip the main head off. I just knew they're going to throw a flag. They straight up punking him now.
Yeah.
They should have now. They should be. That could have been easily a personal foul, but they didn't. You know,
because you're attacking around the head area. What are you doing that? You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. But no, Ronbo. I mean, hey. But I feel good going into next week. Bring on the Eagles. You know, hey, we go in, we just execute. That's all. That's gonna be the key. Just execute. We only gave one little hiccup. That was an early gift. You know, we gave that to 56. You know, for the Seahawks. And you know what? He was the same guy they showed earlier when we went up 14-0, and they showed him on the sideline. All the defense together. He was cussing. He was over there having a fit, having a Holy Ghost fit.
Draymond, I forget his last name.
I'm talking about 56 for them. Brooks.
That linebacker.
His name is Brooks. Yeah, linebacker. Yeah,
his name was Draymond something. Yeah, he said, I ain't losing to these. I don't know what he called us, but the guy said he repeated it. I ain't losing to these. Draymond, this ain't Arizona. What are you talking about?
Jordan.
Jordan
Brooks.
Oh, Jordan.
Jordan Brooks.
Jordan Brooks, yeah. Jordan was over there trying to tell people I ain't losing these. Man, you better try to get somewhere and hope that you don't get demolished. God.
Yeah. I see Nick Bosa trying to. I see he got what? He's like 8 sacks now. He has 8 sacks.
Yeah, and he could be up to 10 this weekend. Damn, Charles. Brian, you know our time, man. Let me see you Sunday. It always does when you have a good time. I'm having a good time with everybody tonight, though. But can I see you Sunday?
Check you out Sunday, Ronbo. Until then,
birthday,
shout out to you, shout out to Faithful, shout out to production. And as always, even on the eve of the greatest birthday I'm having in a long time, the law is out.
There he goes. Happy birthday, Brian. Enjoy that birthday to death. All right. All right, fam.
All right, brother Ron. We'll see you Sunday.
Looking forward. Jalen, are you ready? We ain't got no Rams in here.
Ronbo,
no
can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. But they ain't in here tonight.
Cardinals, y'all are relevant. Rams, y'all some bombs. Seahawks haven't won a ring in 10 years. Damn it, I know that can't be fun.
I mean, Chrissy Everett, Gene D, ain't none of them in here.
Where y'all at? Where they at, Ronbo? Rudy? Chrissy?
You know,
I mean, Jim
I
Everett?
hate it.
Ramula Sports? Where they at?
I don't understand. I mean, I thought we was friends. They come in here all the time.
Yeah. I mean, Ronbo, when you
roaches scatter when the lights come on.
I know. Go ahead, Jalen.
Ronbo, when you go down 0-3 in the division, first of all, when you lose 2 games to the Rams, and then you get blown out at home by the 49ers, and then Kyler Murray is back and looking the way he looks. If you the Seahawks,
that's another one.
You probably, yeah, man, that postseason ain't looking too bright for them.
No. Lights are off.
Because you best, yeah, Ronbo, because Kyler Murray, he going to give them hell. He going to give them hell. I think they got to play them twice, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah, they haven't played them once yet.
Yeah, Ronbo. I mean, if I got to put my money on Geno Smith or Kyler Murray, come on now, Ronbo.
I'm with you. I'm throwing money in that pot, too. So that's why Tommy Testosterone left us last year, I think. Joseph Smiley's been gone for a long time. Gene D is the last dude still hanging around here talking trash, and now he's gone. I think that's it. We've got no more representatives from the great city of Seattle.
The Supersonics, the Seattle Supersonics. Yeah, Ronbo, nobody was worried about the Seahawks. Granted, I give them their props. They kept it looking competitive.
They did.
You know.
And Pete Carroll's a good coach. They do compete. They're not like the Rams who turn all the way to poo-poo.
And we knew how it was going to be.
Well, I tell you what. Why? Now
did you hear me?
Seen? Yeah, I hear you. I'm getting ready to elaborate further on that whooping that we put on the Hawks yesterday. This is Victory Friday.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll give them their props. You know, they kept it competitive. But damn it, at the end of the goddamn day, Ronbo, I knew that the fucking Seahawks weren't about to beat us.
Mm-hmm.
Geno Smith, really?
Yeah.
Geno Smith. Yeah. So Matt Stafford, Super Bowl champ, granted, mercenaries.
Yeah.
But if Matt Stafford, Super Bowl champ, can't beat us, what the hell makes you think Geno Smith finna do it?
I'm telling you.
And I've said this before, Ronbo. I've said this before, damn it. You can't replace Black Panther with Luke Cage. Y'all Seahawks fans think that y'all finna bring in just another black quarterback and you finna get the exact same results. That's not finna happen, dog. You're not about to be able. If Russell Wilson couldn't get y'all a ring in the last 10 years, what makes y'all think Geno Smith finna be able to do it? That's disrespectful to Russell Wilson. That is disrespectful to Russell Wilson. Ronbo, for another 3 years.
Jalen, remember, though, as Richard Sherman and some of the other people in that locker room said, they complained that Russell Wilson was not black enough. That's why they couldn't succeed. Sure. You can't say that.
Geno, you really, so Ronbo, let me ask you something. You think year 9, he finally just got it at quarterback in year 9? You really think he just finally got it, Geno?
I've been laughing about that for a long time. No.
Ronbo, come on, dog.
He's still Geno.
Ronbo, he's still Geno Smith. Pete Carroll is just a hell of a coach, and I got to give it to him. He's just a hell of a coach. He's just a hell of a coach. I got to give it to him. But Geno Smith, if he's anywhere else right now, Ronbo, I'm sorry. I don't think he's not that good, Ronbo. He's really not.
He's okay, but I mean, he ain't gonna beat nobody that's any good.
Yeah, he's not, because when was the last time they beat a good team?
You know what? I have to
you can't
look
tell me.
Up.
I mean, they haven't really beaten any good teams like that. We haven't seen Geno beat the Bills or the Eagles or the Ravens. I mean, they get their ass kicked.
Him and Dak. You know what I'm saying?
They'll beat a team like the Vikings, or the Bucks, and it'll make them look good. But they're not really out here beating none of these top performing teams, Ronbo.
And shouldn't be expected to.
They're no different than the Packers was a couple years ago, back when they had Aaron Rodgers. You know, when Packers was booping on all the sorry teams, and then when they went and played us, or they played the Chiefs, they get blown out.
You're the only guy, one of the only people, Jalen, that agrees with me on that. I said, you know what? We could be overrating Aaron a little bit. Well, Ronbo, man, he's one of the greatest. But if anybody says something about Jimmy G, you get no. I'm just telling you guys, look at the numbers and look who Aaron beats and who he doesn't beat.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I remember that.
Honest.
That
That's
2019 season, Ronbo. Those guys the Packers weren't really beating anybody good. Those 2 years they got that they went to the NFC Championship. They weren't really beating anybody good. I remember that vividly. I mean, you got to think about it. 6 games you're playing the Bears, Lions, and Vikings.
Division
Come on, Ronbo.
is weak. Emmanuel Sanders picked him off. Remember in that playoff game?
Yeah, Emmanuel Mosley.
I'm sorry, Emmanuel Mosley picked him off. Exactly.
Yeah, Emmanuel Mosley picked off. Yeah, so that Packers, the Seahawks are terrible, Ronbo. They're not good. They're gonna beat the Giants. They can probably beat a team like you know what I'm saying? They could probably beat the Texans, but they're not.
Team.
They're not gonna. Yeah, they're not gonna beat us.
They ain't beating the Texans. You know what? There's a lot of teams that aren't going to beat the Texans. Right? The Texans muscled up. I don't know what's going on in Texas.
But I'm not gonna lie. The Cardinals could have beat the Texans. The Cardinals had him. I mean, Kyler, if he was just, his height came in and he got 2 of his balls swatted at the line. But the Cardinals, they almost got him. The Texans, I mean, CJ threw like 3 picks that game.
Yeah. Oh, in fact, that's the first time that happened to him all year. That's right. Dang.
Yeah, but Kyler almost beat him, Ronbo. But the Seahawks, they just sorry as hell. I don't understand that. Damn, that's it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, we still the kings of the West.
Yeah.
Kyler need better, so he ain't got to rest.
Yeah.
And Genie and Rudy, please come back. But don't worry, the 49ers, we're gonna be the best. Let's not forget y'all. Let's not forget y'all. First game of his career. Breath smelling like Similac, wet behind the ear, mama titty still in his mouth, nuts ain't dropped yet. Yeah. Nick Mullins, he beat the Raiders on national TV. And not only did Nick Mullins beat the Raiders on national TV that year, he beat the Seattle Seahawks for the first time in 5 years.
Yes.
Then a couple of years later, in the COVID year, he beat the Rams at home. Oh my God. Javon Kinlaw, pick 6. Oh, Lord, Rams fans. Oh, my God, Seahawks fans. And thanks to y'all, Tom Brady's career is better because why? You threw the ball at the 1-yard line and you put up 3 points. Thank you, Rams fans. Thank you, Seahawks fans. That's 2 more rings because of y'all. Let me get up out of here, Ronbo.
Jim, I'll see you Sunday. That's all about Jalen, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help him, Jalen. Aaron.
Ronbo.
Aaron.
Detroit eats ass.
Aaron, we are in Celebration Friday because this week we played on Thursday. Hey, I just realized something. Aaron, do you know that the Hawks are back on TV next Thursday? So they get a longer rest than we do.
No.
And that next Thursday, the Hawks are back on TV?
Oh, wow.
I might be wrong. I think it is. What's it, back-to-back Thursday games? That's funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, they deserve that. It's 7 days. That's all they get normally anyway. But Aaron, anything you want to elaborate on yesterday? Because we had to keep it real short yesterday. But anything you want to add to yesterday or comment on today regarding that game that we so handily handled to put ourselves in position as one of the most elite teams in the NFL?
I mean, it was an overall good game. D-line dominated.
Terribly.
Shut out.
Beat him up. Whew, brutal.
I know. They were just feasting Gina like a turkey. And
They didn't even care about his hurt arm. No sympathy. No mercy. It's like the WWE. I'm sorry.
And Avery Thomas had his interception, which is good for his confidence.
Yes.
And he got the speed, the height.
He's got long limbs. Period. Perfect. It's like an amoeba out there. Just tentacles just everywhere. Perfect. I knew he could do it. Just apply himself. That's all he ever had to do. Because he did it in 2021. Anyway, he did it a year before last. Yeah, right. And all of a sudden last year, he just melted down. I don't know what's going on with that. It was psychological for some reason. He's back.
Yeah. And Demo, he's holding it down.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah. And Charvarius Ward just locked DK down like he put it in a jail.
And DK's one of the toughest covers in the league because of that speed, size, and strength. I mean, that's a challenge. Not for Javarius. Yeah.
Yeah. And that throw to Ayuk was clutch, like perfection.
Aaron, it's so funny because you kind of wish that he might not, because he's bold. Brock Purdy will throw that ball into places where other quarterbacks won't. I really believe that, and I just hope it continues to be a positive because, Brock is bold. And how that ball seems to find Ayuk, they got some kind of connection going on. There's a string on it, and it goes right to Brandon. I don't care who else is standing there. And even our guys. Brandon still draws that ball like a magnet. Amazing.
Yeah, he really came along this season.
Ayuk or Brock?
Yeah.
Both of them, actually.
Ayuk, yeah. But yeah. So next Sunday it's on. Like yeah, I think Brock is. Yeah, I think Purdy is. Well, I think Brock is ready. Like he want to prove.
Oh. And their secondary, they got Darius, they got Slay, and then they got Bradbury. Their secondary can be had. If we can keep that offensive line or that defensive line off of Brock, him and Ayuk could go have a field day. Not to even mention, there's so many options the 49ers could do offensively against that secondary and that defense because Brock will not be overwhelmed by that defensive line. Nobody overwhelms Brock. That boy is out and escaped. He's got athleticism that people don't understand. I can't wait. Ooh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I really think they're really motivated because last year I think we were better than them last year.
I do too.
But since Brock got injured, yeah, I really think we could beat them.
They should have been beat a couple times already. The Jets beat them pretty much on just a solid defense. The Jets weren't scoring a whole lot of points. And he thinks the Jets' defense was tough? Wait until next Sunday.
Yeah, they haven't really dominated people. Like they haven't beaten teams. Yeah.
They beat the Rams. Everybody else has. They beat the Cowboys. Everybody that's anybody has. So that's I'm gonna go back and look at the record again before I get all the way into this accusation. But listen, tell you what, Aaron, we're gonna go. I'm gonna see you Sunday. And as we all anticipate, if the Bills beat hell out of the Eagles, I'm going to have to laugh. Got to do it. All right, fam.
Yeah. All right, fam.
Always great to talk to you, Aaron. See you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo.
Night. There he goes. Dude, Aaron. Hey, Clarence.
Ooh, la, la, la. Ooh, la, la, la,
Yeah.
How you doing, Ronbo?
I'll tell you, I've been high since before that game on emotion because I was embarrassment. You know, there's nothing worse than that feeling of, oh my God, we cannot lose to this Hawks team, please. So, and then after things got one quarter, it was like the strongest aspirin you've ever taken for a headache. It goes away. Oh my God, they're not ready for the 49ers, not in any fashion, capacity, or form. So it was such a day. It's a great Thanksgiving, one of the best of all time. But let's elaborate further on how you feel about that game and some of the things that stood out in your mind, and highlight some of those points in case any of us forgot them.
So let's shout out Cal Shanahan for recognizing that Charvarius needed to mirror DK all night long. Because
right?
he made that call.
That's right.
I guess he's normally just on one side of the field.
Yeah.
So
he told Coach Wilkes, no.
This was a test. Yep. So maybe this was a test for Charvarius. So he's probably going to possibly mirror A.J. Brown next week. You know what I'm saying?
That's a tough cover.
Yeah, it is. But we know if he can cover DK, because DK's fast and he's strong and he's big.
Same thing. They went to the same school and at the same year.
See, there you go.
Wrecking crew. Was that Ole Miss?
And what else?
God, what a team.
Oh, that's
A.J.
right.
Brown
Yeah,
and DK
exactly.
On the same damn team? Whew.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. They had a third guy,
other
too.
things that I saw yesterday. Oh, yeah. Other things I saw yesterday is the throw that Purdy made to IU in between all those defenders. That kind of reminded me of the catch two, young to Owens, young to T.O.
Oh, yeah?
Where there was a small window to throw that ball.
Yeah.
And to get it to him like he did, that was pretty awesome. That sealed the deal right there. Made that game over.
2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row of a miracle shot. When's the last time that happened, Clarence, from any team?
Well, we can't really call these miracle shots anymore, can we? This is what he does.
Routine, exactly. I stand corrected. But the thing is, those are very difficult shots. I mean, wow.
Yeah. He's like, like we said last week, he's throwing the guys open. It's not like he's open, I'm going to throw it because he's open. It's like he's going to be open. He's going to be open because I'm going to throw it to where he'll be open. And
Clarence, the thing is,
that's his maturation.
But you know what? You do that on a short area. Brock threw that ball way down the field.
He did.
Russell Wilson, I always give Russell Wilson an example of a great guy that could time his. Russell Wilson didn't go that deep on those. Well, he did a few times. I take that back. But he's one of the only people that does do that.
He didn't throw like a dot, like you said last night.
I know, right?
He didn't throw it on a line directly to him in front of four defenders.
Damn!
In front of four defenders. That's like I said, I can't wait till Ballsy breaks this down next week, and
they can't wait.
QB school breaks that down.
Yeah, both of
breaks that down as well.
Even they're going to be hooping and hollering.
And then the other thing is, what is it? I think Kyle also realized Well, I think Ambry's coming into his own. I'm gonna put Charveris on their top receiver. We'll let Ambry take care of
the rest.
Take care of the other outside receiver. And Demo, he's starting to look like what's his name?
The Shark.
Yeah, the Shark, K1, yes. He's looking like a younger, faster K1. And that's not good. And that's not good for any offense that's coming through. And then the kid Jair, you didn't hear anything about him, which is a good thing. That means he did a solid job across the board last night. And prayers up to George Odom. Hopefully he'll be able to come back for the playoffs.
4 to 6 weeks.
What do you think about this? I was thinking about this too. Do you think, since all the injuries happening to Verrett and things like that, you think Verrett could be a safety?
No. I mean, he's never played it.
No.
I don't think. I would like to have him, though, if we can afford. Well, we can put him on the practice squad. If we have to activate him, I'd love to put him in there in case we lose, because corners go down. And if he could stick Verrett in there, get him a little burn now to get him used to that speed again. And, oh, man, we're set. That's the kind of backup we're talking about.
Because remember, Ronnie used to be a corner.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turned into one of the greatest safeties in the world.
That's not a normal
But this is
being.
a good. Oh no, this is true. This is true. This is Ronnie we're talking about. This is the guy that cut off his pinky. So,
we gotta pull up though, fam. Let me see you Sunday.
Already? Oh man.
I know, right?
All right, Sunday.
Yeah.
All right,
we're gonna have a lot to
be
talk
on
about.
Sunday.
Looking forward to it.
All right, my man.
All right, fam.
God bless you. Be safe.
And have a happy holiday. We'll have a holiday weekend. All right, Clarence.
You too.
Thanks. Let's go check on. Let's go check on Gridiron Ref. Gridiron Ref. Gridiron Ref. we must have woke you up.
Oh man, I drank so much watching the game. I had to drink a beer or a bottle of wine for every score, so I put away 2 bottles of wine and about 4 beers to myself.
That's the way to celebrate, Just, but if you gotta get those, if you're gonna do a whole bottle of wine, you gotta make sure it's those ones you find in a hotel. Those little small bottles, though, Rev.
Oh no, man, I don't play that. I drink the full size or the double size of 1.5 liters.
You go, Rev.
Yeah, man.
It's a holiday weekend. You gotta treat yourself fun.
I know. The Niners offense just came out on fire. That was what I wanted to see against those Sea Chickens.
Right.
I loved it because we had to put up with years of just,
abuse.
Pete Carroll on the sideline, gloating, chewing his gum. It was good to see him not happy. And he couldn't handle.
You see him
we
take that
kicked
gum
him
out
in
of
the
his
mouth
and throw it.
Yeah, he was. Wow, we got his panties in a bungle.
I know, right? I mean, all in a bunch. Pick that up off the ground before somebody steps on it.
Yeah, he was. You really don't see. We got in his head last night. The Niners just got in his head. You don't really see Pete Carroll like that. Even when he loses against other teams, he was not. He couldn't handle it. He was just
running down the sidelines, working the refs. I love it.
Yeah, he was not in. He was awesome. That's just what I want to see. But yeah, that defense, man, we did not allow a touchdown. So that's
they got that on defense. Yeah, that one time.
Yeah, that was a pick six. Yeah, the one Brock Purdy, the one, and that wasn't. I mean, the ball got tipped, right? Wasn't it tipped?
And Kyle, Kyle, this is not the play you need to call. This while he's buried in the back of the end zone. Run the ball, Kyle. If we wanted you to run the ball, you wouldn't, and if we wanted you to pass the ball, you won't. And now you're going to pass the ball. This is not a good place to throw it. He would tell us why he did it and make us feel like chastised children. But still, it looks strange.
Yeah, it did. It was probably not the best play calling. But Purdy, man, he's consistently, how he's dropping the ball, those touch passes over like the linebackers. He's getting them just where they can't quite get the ball. Then he drops them back behind the linebackers to the open receiver to Ayuk or Debo. It's like, whoa.
Amazing. That is just amazing. And it's
he's got something.
He puts just enough air under it at the same time.
Yep.
Normally, to fool a lot of the defenders, that ball needs to be going 200 miles an hour. Purdy's not doing that. He's dropping that ball into a spot like a smart missile. And our guy is standing, and Ayuk is standing right there on the other end, hauling it in. He should have had 2 touchdowns on the day, but the guy, give the guy a credit, the defender, that knocked that out of his hand. He was running straight to the end zone with that as well. Man, but they got a connection going on there.
They do, and Purdy, he's something special, man. He's got that touch pass that he can do. He does it consistently, week in, week out, and
that's why Ayuk is definitely getting signed again next year. Now I don't know. I want Chase Young back. Nick wants Chase Young. If Nick wants Chase Young, I want Chase Young. So you know what?
So
and
I.
Ayuk's not going anywhere. You're not taking Brock Purdy's favorite target. So
Well, is there some way we can get them both signed? That's mine. I'd love to see Chase Young and.
I know, but Brock he's been working his magic for years. He's also working with his team out in the UK. I hope he's got enough energy and compassion. Jed's his good buddy to come back here and manipulate the numbers in a way that we can keep Chase, because there's no question about we're going to keep Ayuk. So I don't know.
We really need. We were waiting all offseason for someone to match Bosa on the other defensive end spot. We were waiting. Who's it going to be? We want to get some kind of vet. There was a lot of them out there. We didn't get them, and then
we got Randy Gregory, remember? And I thought that was going to be it.
Yeah.
Until that notification popped up. Chase Young is just signed with the 49ers. What? Oh my no! Yes.
The Jets could have used him today.
Oh.
God, they got their asses handed to them, the Jets. They did not look good.
And I tell you, in 2 or 3 weeks, Chase Young is going to look up even more to speed. Now, he's still getting used to the place. I give him another 2 or 3 weeks, and him and Nick are going to be just ridiculous. Oh.
Yeah. Come playoffs. Come playoffs.
Oh.
You're not. No team's going to want to go up against that. The quarterbacks are not going to have fun. You're going to be on their back.
Next week, Chase likes playing against his old foe, the Eagle, Jalen Hurt.
Right.
It's gonna be
and then he's going to play the Redskins, too. We got the Redskins later.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like
part of his other conference. We
got
to go for it.
I can't remember. Okay. All right.
I'll see you Sunday. All right.
We'll see you Sunday. All right. Take care, Ronbo.
Good. Thank you. Let's see. Where we going here? Yo, Ellis.
Ron Bizzle.
Come on, Ellis. Victory Friday continues into the weekend as Gino's arm is still hurting. But Gino's cool. Gino said, "Nah, we didn't lose the game because of my arm. Y'all ain't gonna have people out here talking about me." Ellis.
Nah, we just too damn good. That's all. We're not gonna blame it on your arm. That's giving y'all credence and taking away from our excellence. So,
amen.
No, blame it on your opposition, Gino.
Mm-hmm. And when your arm was good, we was beating you too. So you don't say that.
Right. Man, I was a little disappointed in Kyle into that second half because we got the ball back with a few minutes left. I said, Kyle, now don't you go conservative on us. Let's run it up. We need another score. Don't play. Now, had he done that and not try to do conservative just to go for a field goal, that pick six, had that happen, had it ended up being that still, took place, we wouldn't have really felt that. but we felt it because we didn't put up 7 before that, before the half was out. And we had at least 2 other opportunities outside of that drive that that our offense should have put the ball in the end zone. But, I'm fine with it. I'm just saying, when we're playing teams like the Eagles, we're playing the Ravens, when it gets to that NFC, championship, Super Bowl stuff, those things have to be accounted for. He cannot go, green all of a sudden. He seemed like he had a really good strategy put together up until when that took place. Then it's like he kind of dialed it back.
Yeah, I saw it. But that's a good thing about Brock Purdy. Brock sometimes overrides whatever he said and goes ahead. Kyle did not tell him to throw that ball down the field like that to Ayuk. So that's what I'm liking about him. He said, look, I got this. He can get mad if he wants to, but I'm going to get a touchdown.
Exactly. And that's how you get to believe in you. That's how you kind of, especially somebody like Kyle, he needs that. He needs somebody to kind of like shut him up with, where he can get that controlling, my way only mentality. He can dial it back, and it can, it's a learning experience for him. You can hear him even when he's talking. He's like, well, I didn't really want him to do that, but then when you've seen it go, and then it's like, yeah, Kyle, that's how it happens, Kyle. So that's why you got to stop being so damn simulated with everything that you do. You're not a damn robot. That's Christian McCaffrey. Yep. You're not the robot. He is. Yeah, man, just really enjoyed seeing them. I was glad I just got to get some touches. I think Kyle's slowly trying to work him in to get him ready, to take a larger load towards the second half of the season.
Mitchell?
Which is, Elijah. Yeah. So I was glad he, started giving him touches and letting him get, some runs, and he was looking good. He's looking like he's getting more healthier and healthier by the week.
He's exploding off that mark. Yes.
Yeah. So that's good for us because we need that. We need to be able to have confidence and security in, if Christian goes, needs to take a series out or whatever the case may be, he can do that, and we don't have to stress off of him not being in the game. We can still get things done offensively, even though he's not in there, and he's an integral part to the offense,
Mm-hmm. Right. I'd like to see Jordan Mason get a few touches here and there too, just in case. But Kyle said, "Look, y'all are doing good getting me to just put Elijah and stop, just quiet." God.
Yeah, well, you know him.
Yeah, I know.
That's I like the fact that Jordan is hungry and he's ready because when he gets his opportunity, he's going to go crazy. This is just building up. I think his the pressure for his anticipated opportunity to really maybe get it put on his shoulder. Because once Elijah goes down, then it's Jordan. I'm just saying, heaven forbid, I'm not looking for him to go down, but I'm just saying if he does go down, then it's Jordan Mason in the CMC show.
I know,
and that's
we just don't want the head assassin to go down. Because I don't want CMC to be missing all of a sudden. He's got to make it all the way to the playoffs.
Yeah, no, we can't afford to not have him, in the backfield. So I'm glad that Kyle's finally starting to do that. Maybe the criticism from the pressers and stuff like that is starting to make him question his overuse of Christian McCaffrey. Him having probably damn near 500 receptions or carries all together so far or whatever. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, you see him walking around the house with his lady filming him. The man's body is just taking a tremendous beating. So, Kyle's, damn, man, you could give him a break here and there. Dang. He doesn't mind.
Well, I hope he saw that. Yeah, I hope he saw that. You know what I mean? So he can kind of know. I mean, that shit happens every day. That's nothing. But it's a regular thing, and he does take a beating, especially as a running back. His forearms, the biceps, the legs, all of the blows that he takes, and then hitting that turf with all those big bodies on him. He's a machine, man. The greatest offseason, the greatest acquisition the 49ers have ever had in franchise history. Christian McCaffrey. Greater than Deion Sanders. I don't want to hear shit. It's not even up for a debate. It's not even up for a debate. So
else we do have to go. I'm gonna ask you Sunday, man. It's gonna be a good time Sunday if we get the outcome we want.
Yes, indeed.
Oh man.
Yes,
All
indeed,
right,
fam. Shout out to Faithful, man. Shout out Chris Hansen if he in the chat, man. Shout out Harold. Shout out all of the Faithful, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out Tony Tone.
Yeah.
Shout out Donut Tanisha. Shout out Papa D. Shout out Evan. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's finish our food, though.
There you go. Get them turkey sandwiches.
Yes, sir.
All right, Alice. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, fam.
I'll see you Sunday. It's going to be a good time.
Sir.
I just know it. Night, fam.
Yes, sir.
And there he is with the logo glowing, shining bright on the screen. Let's ask him what time it is so he can say his iconic phrase. Norm, what time is it?
It's Niners all day. Victory Friday.
Yes, indeed. Boom, 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 boom.
Welcome to Dub City.
Yes. Oh, God. Tell you what.
You feel me?
I'm worried about the Warriors. We may not be the city of champions this year, but Niners. I think you're right there on the poise to do it. Norm, give me some more elaboration on that game yesterday. There's a lot of good things that happened. We probably need to get up a little bit off of Kyle Shanahan, but still.
Well, it's the opening. It's those fast starts that we have. I like the fact that the Niners have scored on 7 of their opening drives out of these.
Is that the number?
10 games. Yeah, 7 out of the 10 games they scored on the opening drive. It's nice.
Yeah.
Like that.
That has to be exactly right. Which games did we not? The ones we lost? I think, ironically, it is the games that we did.
No, because I think we scored against Cleveland and lost that game.
Okay.
They didn't score an opening drive against, was it Tampa Bay?
Jacksonville?
Won that game.
Oh, maybe Tampa Bay, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So not necessarily the ones we lost. Okay.
It just happens like that. But yeah, the Niners defense was number 1 in yards, or in not yards, but points allowed per game. I was right on that one.
Stingy.
And that's overall throughout the season.
No, you got any more stats? How are we doing offensively?
Oh, offensively.
Are we leading? I think the Dolphins are still a little ahead of us. But we got to be right there next to them. I think we were leading at one point with that 30 points a week average.
Yeah, this offense, I think for the last 3 games they've been averaging 30 points a game. They're getting right back to that momentum they had. Like I said, at the beginning of the season, they think they are averaging about 30-some points per game on offense.
Because the Cowboys gave us like 5 or 6 weeks of cushion. If all we got to do is score 27, 28 points, and that 42-point whooping that we laid on them boys, keeps that average nice.
This smackdown that was laid on the chickens was a ground and pound, really, like a beat down. It was more like a ground and pound town, really, because Christian McCaffrey went off. It's so good to see him eating at the table.
Said it was good.
Brock Purdy didn't have. People would say he would have his best game statistically, but it was one of my favorite stats. 209 yards representing for the 209. You feel me? Let's go.
Norm didn't miss anything, man. The 209.
209 yards. And yeah, everybody keeps talking about that pass that he threw to Ayuk. And so what more needs to be said about that?
Amazing. And he's done it more than once this year. If you see a quarterback do that once in a while, every other season or something, Brock does that in back-to-back weeks. Whoa!
So are we still having arguments about quarterbacking within the franchise? Like, are y'all still doing that? Because if y'all are, stop it. Stop it. We got things handled right now, okay? And I think Brock would be good against. He's got a good, nice, long week to rest up and get ready for these Eagles to go up to Philly. But I think it's our defense that's really it's gonna hold us. That's that anchor.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Steve Wilkes allowing these little minimal pointages.
Yep.
The offense didn't. Seahawks offense scored no touchdowns at all.
No, you know what? You and I need to offer you and I didn't offer a public apology to Steve Wilkes. Steve, we speak for at least a percentage of the Niner Empire. I ain't mad at you. I mean, you know what? I mean, teams have not run off with us this year, so my apology. Norm, you
stay on the sideline, Steve Wilkes. Just please stay on the sideline. That's all I'm asking. Stay on the sidelines. It's working. Your team, the defense is gelling right now with you out there, just really being a voice, like, and you took it's like you took that energy that they had that was working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, basically. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then you add, like, it's that pressure makes diamonds up front. The secondary is getting better. Yes. I just want to bring up Charvarius Ward and his with that excellent, you know what I'm saying, coming in there, being like the Department of Corrections, you know what I'm saying, Charvarius, having DK Metcalf, inmate 375-271, F12 on lockdown.
DK has been a quibble on occasion.
One bomba clot catch for 14 yards. That's all you got.
He struggled, though, to get that one as well. Norm, always a pleasure. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to see you Sunday, Norm. I can't wait to see what happens with Buffalo. I mean, every 49er in the world is waiting for that game. Let's see it is.
Let's see what the record's looking like by the time we get on this here line. Ooh. And that's all I got to say.
And
it's 8-3 Niners all day.
Oh, give my best to that outrageously cool family of yours. And have a great weekend. Enjoy that turkey sandwich.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Norm. Cool Norm. Anyway, segue quickly over to D-Nut, Donut, and Tanisha. Oh, DT, come on in.
Boom, bop, ba-dum, boom, bop, boom, bop, ba-dum, boom, bop. Hey. I said we woke up this morning and they got out of bed. Had a big old cup of coffee to fill our head. We won last night and that is a fact. FL screaming saying, what's up with that? Woo!
Wee! Oh, what's up with that? What's up with that?
I say, ooh, wee.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
We ran the ball good, threw the ball like we should. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
We hit hard like we do, won the game real big. What's up with that? We say,
what's up with that? Ow!
And everybody out there, and where you at, Rudy, for talking smack, and everybody, you should know better. I say, what's up with that?
Boy, I know that's right. They better not come back in here.
They had a real big chance, but we still took them out. And now we are in 2-game lead of the NFC West. What's up, Faithful?
Hey, Faithful.
Tell you what, that was good. And I love taking that shot at Gene D and the rest of them trolls that nobody invited in here. And now you can't find them. Oh, I wish I could. That's all right. They'll be back. They'll wait till their moment comes. I can't wait. And Gene D, and Chrissy Everett, whenever you guys show up, you're not going to get any. It's going to be still just as bad. It could be 5-6 weeks from now. It doesn't matter. Hey, don't let Denise talk about yesterday. Continue celebration over yesterday's game.
Well, yesterday was a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? We had good food, we had good friends, and we had a good game that was just outstandingly orchestrated. You know what I'm saying? A round of applause for everybody that played on that squad. And the unsung hero, as they say, my man Feliciano, you know what I'm saying? Yes, it came from one side on one game, went to the other side on Spencer Burford's position and took over. You know what I'm saying? Just an amazing work by the offensive line. You dig? Man.
It was a great day all around. Just all great food, great game. It was great. It was a great day.
Wonderful time to be a 49er, ain't it? I mean, if this is a 49er weekend, we watched the Detroit Lions get a whooping earlier in the day, set them back down to where they should be, and then you watched us do what we did. Now we have the number 2 position.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And that's what we want. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep
climbing. You know what I'm saying? And man, I'm crossing my fingers like everybody. My eyes are gonna be glued on that Buffalo game this coming Sunday. I am gonna watch that. Because you know Dallas gonna be watching no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
They Cowboys.
They're gonna try to do whatever. It's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Because they still got to go through the Seahawks, who we just beat. You dig? It's not gonna matter for them. We all know that.
Geno's arm may not be hurting when they play him, so you know.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? They are upset about this game and the way they got scraped. Not beaten, but scraped on Thanksgiving Day. You know. They mad because we enjoyed the turkey, not two players like they try to do, you know, Russell Wilson and Uncle Sherm back in the days.
Yep.
But we had all our key players out there, offense and defense.
Was that fun?
Did y'all see Javarius Ward? By the time they got done with the interview, his leg was gone. He was tearing it up.
Oh my goodness!
I can relate. I have the same problem. If something tastes good to me, it's like I don't enjoy it. I don't have it in my mouth long enough to really enjoy it. I just be like, you ever watch your dog eat? Always, that's my problem. As a little kid, I used to laugh so hard. My dog eat. He just bite and swallow.
And man, ain't that the truth? Yes,
so
but can we give our game balls off for yesterday, Faithful? Can we do that right quick?
Well, I don't know why not. Go right ahead.
Okay. Yes, offensive game ball, of course, goes to our man, Mr. CMC. You know what I'm saying? Man, he's back doing his thing and seeing the end zone, and he not only did that, but he saw it twice. You know what I'm saying? Defensively, I got to give it up. What many call this. We got to go with my man Moody Javarius Ward, man. He really did his thing. And it was beautiful to see him back, you know what I'm saying, compared to the last couple of weeks. You did?
Against one of the most feared wide receivers in the league. Mooney shut him down. Locked down.
Oh, yeah.
All the way down.
Man, he was beating up on DK Metcalf like he stole something.
Caught him at the scene of the crime. Give me that.
Man.
DK had to play defense once because he almost picked him off.
Oh yeah, he almost, and I like the way many callers said before. The defensive the defensive back lineup. You know how Mr. Demo, you know what I'm saying, could definitely play the nickel position. You know what I'm saying? He is a ball hawk. He is a shark, and he's doing his thing.
And good on that.
We can be ready for this Eagles team. I think that we can beat this team. You know what I'm saying? We're fully loaded. We got a lot of time for rest. And let's just go out there and handle business, Faithful. One play at a time, 1 yard at a time, and let's go ahead and score quick and efficiently. Meanwhile, shut their butt down. So let's keep them at third and long. Don't give them no chance to do that. Or whatever the butt should. Yeah, do not give them a chance to do that.
I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna have something.
Let's do like we did last night. Keep them from that third and one. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And we got a huge chance, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm really proud.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking loud. My chest is out, chest up. I dare anybody to say something.
I like it. Talking loud and saying something. You know something, though, I got to tell you. I just realized we got Mitch Wisnowski, right? He used to play in the rugby leagues. Ooh. I want to know, how do you combat that move? Because that works every time for the Eagles. Every time.
You know what? You hit the nail on the button just now, Mr. Ronbo. You know what I'm saying? Man, he could have a trick of the trade on how to dip, you know what I'm saying? Because, in rugby, what they do, they all start in the hug, you know what I'm saying? And it's basically battle the ground, you know what I'm saying? So, many teams have tried to defend it, you know what I'm saying? But I think we're the one that can pull that magic out for some reason.
We're going to do it, too. Donut, Tanisha, I'm going to see y'all Sunday. And enjoy them leftovers from yesterday, which is the most fun part, making that sandwich the next day. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you what, we it's Sunday. Everybody gonna be watching the same game. Buffalo.
Oh yeah, Ronbo. We are, before we get up out of here, we got our plate sitting right in front of us. You know what I'm saying? We heard the mute off button, so we had to wait to take it off first plate. I'm about to throw the hot sauce on mine. She got her sauce for hers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But look here, Faithful. We saved the turkey bone and the ham bone. We're going to use the turkey bone for the make some turkey stew, and we're going to use the ham bone to make some red beans and rice with cornbread, baby. Yeah.
Always that flavor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we could do what's up with that over there. What's up with that? Flavor.
Yes, Faithful. But Faithful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Thank you, Ronbo, for the platform. It's the best in the world.
My pleasure.
Faithful, keep lit like you always do. And let's get ready and let's get rested. Keep celebrating. Don't forget to watch the game on Sunday.
Yes.
And let's get ready to some more birds this next week Sunday, baby.
Oh, yeah.
What a weekend.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. Love y'all. Have a great night. See you Sunday.
Love you, Ronbo. Take care.
There you go. Don't that, Tanisha. And Dollar Stanley.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Come on in.
All right, man. Hey,
Yeah.
man. Hey, an
How you doing?
honor to finally speak to you. I'm a first-time caller.
Well, thanks. Because that's the first time I saw that name, seen that name. So, Dollar, man, it's my pleasure. Glad to meet you on this holiday.
Man. I'm feeling really good this year, man. I think this is our year. I had to come up with a little more flavor, so I switched up to Stan the Man Niner fan. That's what I am right now.
Oh, you Stan the Man Niner fan?
There we go.
All right. You see that on
me,
Twitter
that's me,
or Instagram?
brother.
So if I see that name, I know who it is.
Yeah. I have to set up an account, but I'm definitely gonna get on board
I
with
thought
all
you might
that.
have already been on. Okay. Stan the Man.
But I'm gonna jump right. I'm gonna jump on in here, man.
Go right ahead.
I want to jump with Brock Purdy first.
Go right ahead.
Okay.
Plenty to talk about
Now,
there.
you hear all the talking heads talking about a system quarterback, and I'm getting so tired of people saying things like that. I've been following Brock Purdy. What's up?
No, I was going to say, that's get Nick right, but go ahead. God.
Yes, I'll get on Nick right in a second. But I've been following Brock Purdy ever since his very first preseason game in 2022 against the Houston Texans. When he came in, he was balling out. Now, sure, he wasn't playing against the number ones, but I saw a lot of improvisation, which Jimmy G didn't have, a lot of accuracy, a lot of touch.
Escape.
And he drove it down and almost scored. I don't think we scored anything during that game, but when he came in, it was just electrifying. I'm like, wow, if he gets a chance to play with the number ones, which he did later that year against Miami.
Dan, you're talking about that pass, what's that second string, third string quarterback we had, and he missed it. He was wide open in the end zone. Brock found him, and the ball went between. I was angry as hell that day too, and I knew he was looking good, but I didn't know how anybody took it. Was it because he's playing with the third or fourth string? What was going on? But yeah, go ahead, continue.
I can't remember who he was going against, but whoever he was competing against, he beat him out and got the third string job.
Oh yeah, the guy we had hired as a backup the year before. Dang, I forgot his name too. I get over people like that kind of easily. Yeah.
but I hear you, man. But fast forwarding it up to now, okay? Or let's just start off when he came in. Jimmy G got hurt against the Dolphins. He stepped in, and they blitzed the mess out of him, and he still balled out and won that game. Okay?
And he was getting all kind of pressure.
And all kind of pressure. And here's another interesting stat to this day. This year, Brock Purdy has been the most blitzed quarterback in the NFL.
Easily.
And
I didn't even have to look that up. Every week, people think they're going to blitz him off the field, and he just eats them up. Most efficient quarterback in the league with all that pressure. God.
And yet, Brock Purdy remains the number one rated passing quarterback, and he damn near leads all the categories. Okay?
And it can be.
So this system quarterback stuff, it needs to stop.
Get out
It needs to stop. Nick Wright, he wasn't on today. He was probably on his Thanksgiving vacation.
He'll wait till Monday. Sorry.
But when Monday comes up, I want to hear what he has to say because Chris Broussard, our brother,
I was going to say Broussard's going to get
backing
him.
up Brock Purdy.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about Nate Sudfeld.
Broussard. Yeah, Nate Sudfeld. Yes, right. That's the one he beat out.
Mm-hmm.
But Broussard, I like Broussard. Broussard, he got Purdy's back. He go on there with his shades on, cool and everything. You know, he let him know.
Exactly. Dude's wearing shades because he knew that Nick was going to come in there talking trash. Boy, he ate him up the other day. Boy, I captured that scene and put it up all over social media. Here it is. I'll tell you.
Exactly.
Does he have anybody like Jerry Rice? Does he have T.O.?
No.
And you didn't get mad at Joe Montana for having that.
Exactly.
Oh, brew. Oh, my God. Oh, that's the gospel truth.
Every quarterback in the NFL that has won a Super Bowl has had weapons around them, including Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. The list goes on and on.
Ain't nobody
Patrick
quarterback out there by
Mahomes has his weapons.
Yeah, he used to.
Exactly.
Now look what happened.
You need to have your right. You need to have your best talent around you to give you the best chances to win. Okay. Now, as far as Brock Purdy has played 20 NFL professional games, and he's won 16 out of 20. That's an 80% win percentage. That's not a system quarterback. He's a baller.
But if you talk to Nick, it is. He'll say it's because, he's got Kyle Shanahan as his play caller. He's surrounded by the Avengers. And I mean, anybody can come out there. But Nick, have you ever played football in your life? Do you know what you're talking about? Oh, God, it's so annoying.
I have a strong feeling before the season's over, Nick Wright will give Brock Purdy his respect. It's coming.
He'll have to.
It's coming. Now I want to touch on another subject real quick. Okay?
Real quick, because we only got 1 minute.
1 minute, okay. Yeah. I would like to see Jordan Mason carry the rock a little bit more, especially in the red zone, just to give CMC a little bit of a break, or because I think CMC is taking a pounding. I fear if he gets hurt. I was nervous as hell against Jacksonville when they put him in with 3 minutes left trying to help him get the record.
Oh.
But I would like to see Jordan Mason. And I'd like to see us protect the ball a little bit better. Ray caught the ball up the other night. We got lucky, but we need to protect the ball.
Ray knows. He better be careful. Stan, the man. It's great to meet you, family. I'll be back Sunday because we're all going to be bird dogging that game between Philly and Buffalo. That's going to be crazy.
Right on, man. Right on, man. I'll try to catch you on Sunday then. Have a good night.
Hey, you too. Happy holiday weekend too, fam. Pleasure's mine.
Yes, sir. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, sir. Take care.
Fam.
All right.
Hey, Steven.
What's up, Ronbo?
Steven, man, winning. In charge of the NFC West. And by the way, I just want to give a shout out to Chris Everett on the chat, showing lots of cojones. As anybody that's in his position playing and supporting the team he likes, I got to give it to him. Gene D didn't do it. So, Steven, get in here, man. Elaborate further on what you were talking about yesterday with the 49ers, because, we had to cut it off. But, yeah, what are you thinking now?
I was talking about something. I can't remember really what, other than the fact that, Steve Wilkes being on the sidelines really creates a good chemistry between him and the players. For some odd, strange reason, secret chemistry that Brandon Ayuk and Brock Purdy have with each other, that's kind of
that's magic.
I mean, if you really think about it, I don't think we've ever seen chemistry between QB and wide receiver, even with Jimmy. You can argue and say, him and Kittle had chemistry. But even then, that was kind of not really there.
No, I was going to go back in time to some legendary connections. I mean, we might be looking at the next Montana Rice, the next young Rice and T.O. This is a very strange thing. That magic happens between receivers every now and then. When you look at Devontae and Aaron, there's so many, even Diggs and, it would be better if they'd get along. Diggs and also Josh. Allen, I don't know. Well, there's those combinations between quarterback and receiver that the time they were born, that destiny had already been written.
Yeah, I mean, it's strange. Really, I mean, to be honest, it's cool. I like it, but it's strange because it's like we never saw so much of Brandon Ayuk doing a lot of crazy stuff. We never see him. We never see any highlights of him taking someone's ankles. We usually just see him blocking. I mean, last season all he did was pretty much just that. But I guess that was because he was in the doghouse with Kyle. What I do
No,
like
not last year. You mean the year before
does,
last? Because last year was a pretty decent year for him. He had over 1,000 yards.
Well, one thing I do like, Ronbo, and I don't think a lot of people, talk about is that Brock Purdy kind of pulls away from Kyle's intentions. And Kyle's just like, well, shit, it worked.
We definitely talk about it. It's hilarious. And Kyle talks about it, too.
It's good. I mean, let the kid do his thing, Sometimes you got to trust your quarterback.
Right? That's the only way he's going to grow. Yeah.
And even his bad throws, his bad throws are a learning curve. He doesn't do very many of them.
Yeah.
Yesterday's interception was bad, but, he did overthrow it. But after that, he stopped overthrowing.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has to get that. Unfortunately, to say the least, I think he just has to get that one interception out of him, and then he'll be all right. But
Steven, remember that interception? That ball was tipped. And Kyle, again, and I don't want to take all the pressure, all the heat off of Brock. Kyle should have never called that play. No, you don't need to throw the ball right standing in the end zone. He does that a lot. Quarterback standing in the end zone, we're throwing the ball. Run that ball out and get some room to work.
But if there's one thing that I'm really impressed with Ambry Thomas again. And I think we should use him sparingly because he catches a lot of receivers off guard.
Yeah. And he gets hurt. That's what I'm worried about.
Yes. Now losing George Odom was kind of a blow that we didn't.
It's our best special teams guy.
And I didn't see him tear his biceps on any play. I know they said it was on the fumble recovery, but you didn't see him really walk off field or kind of be like, lay on the ground. It was just like, okay, the play's over, the play's done, and we went to the next one, Yeah,
I can't imagine what a torn bicep would feel like. That's got to hurt.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't want to be the guy to have it.
I don't want to be I'll just take the word for it, but that's got to hurt.
But it would also kind of is a kick in the pants or kick in the neck really is the fact that we had an opportunity to re-sign Quantrez Knight, who I thought was actually pretty damn good. But instead they put him on the practice.
That's right.
And now he's with Arizona.
Yeah. Hey, does his brother play with the Hawks? Are they related? No,
that I don't know.
No, his name is Quantrez. His last name isn't Knight. Yeah, the Cardinals. Yeah. We just couldn't keep them all.
So they got. Well, yeah, true. But if you're going to keep somebody who's not too injury prone.
Yeah, and give him Isaiah Oliver, and we'll keep Quantrez. You got any information on what's going to happen to him later? My God, Isaiah.
I'm kind of worried though because we don't really have that much depth in the safety position. We let Jimmy Ward walk. We cut Kwasi T.
Yeah.
We let Quantrez Knight leave.
And Odom got hurt.
And Hunger got hurt.
Oh, right. My God. I guess Isaiah gets a job by just default. We'll see next year. We might draft somebody.
Idea. I don't know if I like that. Well, I guess Isaiah Oliver takes it? Nah, that's not the answer I wanted to hear.
Oh. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We got a long time between now and the off season.
Oh, yeah. And then we also got a long time. We got basically a whole 10 days of just, practice training before we meet up with the Birds in Philly and show them what's what. Because I don't know if you noticed this, but they barely squeak a win.
I did.
It's very rare. They
complain about that all the time. God.
So, and I got to admit, Tom Brady's statement about the current status of the NFL is kind of true. Every team is mediocre. Every team. There's no real dominant team.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with it, or I think every team is just that goddamn good that everyone else looks just bad.
Steven, the only thing with Tom saying that, Tom, you were part of it just a few minutes ago. So I don't know that you didn't say this before. I mean, it wasn't that easy to win.
When he was still playing with Tampa, I mean, there were dominant teams. Like, if you played a dominant team, you knew you were going to lose.
That's true.
But now it's like you play a dominant team, you might win.
No, Dallas.
So it's like,
things here, Steven. We run our time, Steven. Let me see you Sunday. Let's continue after that Buffalo Philly game. All right.
Well, I don't expect too much of Buffalo, but I will say this: if we end up going to the playoffs, I guarantee you, Hawks are probably going to play Cowboys. That's the first team the Cowboys are going to face.
All right. Hey, give my best to the wifey and little Rome. All right.
We'll do, Ronbo.
All right, man. Have a great night.
All right. Good night.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo, this is Mike going.
Michael, can you imagine? I mean, this weekend.
Oh man.
Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, this
beating
weekend.
the Hawks.
Thank you.
It's only
Beating the
Friday.
Hawks,
2 more
lose,
days to go.
The Lions lose.
Mm.
Oh yeah, what a great Thanksgiving. It's all right. Hey, at least we got the tiebreak over the Cowboys, so that's even the best thing. It's all right. They won, so we still owe them. Doesn't matter. Win or lose, we still own the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yep, we beat them bad. So we won off. You look at it, we did excellent Thursday.
Pulverized.
Lions lost.
Yep.
We already beat the Cowboys once, so we got the tiebreak over the Cowboys, and we won the last game. There you go. Now we just got to pray for Buffalo.
Yeah,
we got to pray for Buffalo this weekend.
Yeah, and get that tiebreaker over the Eagles, and we're set to go.
Yep. Oh, all set to go. I'll be sitting there. Go, ooh la la, baby, let's go. Only thing I'm not worried about too much is Baltimore. Baltimore, I'm not worrying about. I think we're going to study a little bit with them. I think we can handle them. We'll be fine.
We'll be glad when that game's over.
I can't wait. That's the last of the heart problems, that game.
Christmas
Everything
Day.
else will be Christmas Day. I just want for Christmas is us beating the crap out of them. That's what I want for Christmas. Forget about the presents. Forget about the food. I just want to beat the birds, and that's it. That's my Christmas.
Well, we'll see. We got to get past these birds coming up first.
All these birds are coming by our way, so we'll just have to take one bird down at a time. Yeah. That's the only thing we got to do.
Get that buckshot.
One bird down. We got next one. Go. We got the eagle bird next.
The first one was easy. And the Eagles, you
got
to respect them.
Easy.
Yeah. I don't. You know what though? Like what everybody's talking about. The Eagles keep sliding by every game. Let's see if they can pull that Houdini act on the 49ers.
Yeah, but those sliding, it's not going to last long. The Eagles don't understand it. Those games, eventually, they're going to get the same treatment like the Lions. Get beat by a team that they think they're going to be. They got to watch out. Look what happened to the Lions.
They're right. Yep. They crumbled the same way. Yep. Almost lost to the Bears the week before, and then finally Green Bay came in and just blew them out in the first half. Really?
Yeah, Green Bay Green Bay showed up and said, "Okay, you guys, all right, we'll take care of you." You think, yeah? And look at the Giants; they were a 10-point underdog against the Redskins last week. They clobbered the Redskins. See, football, you got to play the game, man. These teams that think that they're the superstar best, don't think about that.
Can't wait. Tell you what,
I'm
looking forward to this game.
Like
it's going to be nerve-wracking, but I can't wait. I love it.
Oh, I can't wait. I just can't wait, man, because I just found out when my daughter was saying that her mother is joining her side for the Eagles side. I'm like, oh, great. So me versus those two.
Jesus.
Mother and daughter Eagles versus daddy, the 49ers.
The villain.
So I said, okay, you want that? Know what I told her?
What?
I said, I got Steve Young on my side.
There you go.
How you know Steve Young? Went to my high school, Steve Young. I said, ball with Jimmy Young. I mean, Jimmy are good friends.
There you go.
But I said, don't worry. You can stay in your Eagles nest. I'll stay in my Niners den.
There you go.
And then the winner, you watch. I said, you better watch it. The Niners are going to be more stronger than they ever were.
Showing now. Well, Michael, anything you want to add about yesterday's game? This is Victory Friday. Some things you want to
Victory Friday. Oh, man. I think the players played great. I mean, like I said, CMC did great. I mean, I wish I could see Mason play. I mean, I like to see Mason play. You got Mitchell, but you got to put the third running back in too. But just be safe on the safe side, because you got to get that guy a quick run. I think Mason should have played. At the end, I think they should have put Mason in. I feel bad for that kid, Georgia Tech running back.
Yeah, Mitchell's lucky to play, so no, Mason's not going to be.
Yeah, I know, but it's always good. If I was a coach, I like to play an alternate, like even the third running back, because you don't know, maybe the third running back could be better than the second. It's like, you never know.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Mason,
we've already seen him run, Mike. We know he can run.
Yeah, he scored. He scored a touchdown. I would play him. I would play him because you look at what happened to the other running backs the Niners lost, Moser and all of them. Look what happened. Now, if Mason turns out to go somewhere else and he could be a beast somewhere else, that's going to make us look bad.
Yeah, because I'm watching most of it with the Dolphins, and I'm crying all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, the Dolphins clobbered the Jets today. That was a murder. Oh, my God. You see the coach of the Dolphins, how he wears his legs all the way up? Like, he wears his pants all the way up. Like, you see his legs.
That's our ex-coach, Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, if you saw that.
I saw.
Yeah, you saw McDaniel. If you saw how he's dressed, he looked like he was going to the beach or something.
Yeah, he's
picking up a chick or something. He had his legs showing off. Yeah, it looks good.
It's warm weather in Miami, you know? Yeah.
Warm weather. I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah.
I thought he should wear shorts out there.
Hey, look. I'm surprised he hasn't done that. He probably has. Mike.
Or Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, Hawaiian shirt in Miami. That would be special.
But I say the best 49er trade in history. Okay, one guy said CMC. How about Steve Young? Steve Young was a good. At least Steve Young won a Super Bowl. That was a good trade the Niners picked up. That's one trade that somebody forgot. Steve Young.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep. At least he won a Super Bowl. So, yeah, CFC is right there. So, CFC wins the Super Bowl, then he can be with Steve Young. Steve Young is still one of the best.
It's true. It's, we got to go, though, fam. But I'll tell you what, I'll see you game after game time.
Sunday, yeah.
I got a celebration planned already.
Right. Celebrate, man. Go Buffalo. All right, everybody? Indeed. Have a good night, 49 Empire. And have a good night, Ronbo.
You too, Mike. Have a great holiday weekend. Night. Is Israel.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Winning Israel and looking like a beastly champion. I mean, Israel, that video, did you see that one of a CMC's lady filming him coming through the house? Bruises, blood, everything else. I mean, that's the man's man, right? I'm laughing because why is she filming? It's hilarious. They go to the bed, there's blood on the bed, and from Christian McCaffrey comes in every day. He just, Christian, you don't wash up before you go to bed? What's up? Israel, what do you think about these Niners, man? That game against the Seahawks was just ridiculous. I loved it. What do you think about that on this Victory Friday?
You know what, Ronbo, I know I said before that I don't care about the Seahawks victory, but this one was really for me it was kind of personal because just before the game on Thanksgiving, man, I had to stumble to some Seahawks fan who was putting a lot of inappropriate words with my wife because I guess supposedly he calls them a lot of these pride slurs on her because the 49ers are in San Francisco and everything.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? You better hope and pray that the Seahawks do win against the 49ers because if you don't, then I want you to come over here with the game, and I want you to apologize in front of my wife at the phone. I actually gave him my phone. So
good.
After the game was done, I was surprised that he actually had the cojones to call on my phone, and he actually did apologize.
And he should.
So I was like,
yeah, good.
I was like, you know what, bro? You have a lot of guts, man. Not a lot of brains, bro, but a lot of guts. but I'm gonna tell you what. Don't you ever disrespect my wife like that again, because right now the 49ers just gave you that treatment about showing some respect. So because I know deep down behind that burner accounts. I mean, I know you always talk trash about the 49ers all the time, man. And he still does right now as we speak.
Israel, it holds no water, though. When guys do that, he's only making a fool out of himself. Anybody, even if you're not a 49er fan and he's talking like that, you laugh at him. But dude, they just beat you for the 4th time in a row, homie. Stop talking.
I'm like,
God.
I'm like, bro. I mean, like he was like arguing, complaining, like oh, this was an unfair match because you guys got CMC, Kittle, and Ayuk and Debo and Purdy behind you, and I was like, bro, don't bring up all these excuses. I mean, bro, on your defensive side, you got Jamal Adams, you got Bobby Wagner, who is not even in his prime anymore.
Yeah.
You got your new commoner, Leonard Williams, or I don't even know what the hell his name is.
Mm. And that new cornerback, Wallen, he got benched yesterday for being lazy.
Oh yeah, and that new cornerback who got benched. You got Woolen, you got Woolen. So I don't want to hear your salty crybaby tears on me, like, because you guys had your chance on trying to draft a quarterback in the last April. You guys had your chance, but what you guys do? You guys just re-signed Geno Smith.
Now, why would you do that? At least draft somebody. You want to sign Smith, okay, but draft somebody, fool. That's no sympathy for that. That's just bad management.
I mean, he's just blaming on us for their mistakes, and I'm like, you guys had your chance on drafting somebody to be the future of your franchise, but you guys chose Geno Smith. So I don't want to hear any of your guys. I don't want to hear you or any other Seahawks fans coming up in my comment section try to say like, oh, you guys got lucky or anything like that. It was luck, and I'm like, nah, bro. You guys weren't unprepared.
And you got beat.
Go ahead.
Israel, they got
beat.
Yeah, Israel, here's the point. You cannot blame a team for how they stack their team up and get players. Everybody has access to the same draft. You want to go out and make deals, go ahead. So if the 49ers did a good job of putting their team together, there's no reason to blame them for that. That's not something to say, well, you guys got this, you guys got that. We're going to get some more if we can, and you best do the same. That's why when people say that Brock Purdy has all them weapons, well, I mean, how many quarterbacks have done a good job with no weapons? This myth that a really talented quarterback can get in and win without a good cast around him is such BS. And everybody who's losing will say that about the 49ers. I said, man, y'all, come on, man, stop.
Man, Ronbo, the media does not want to see us succeed, Ronbo. The Niner faithful and everybody else, they know that the media doesn't want to see us succeed.
And that's why
nobody does.
I know.
That's why they talk so much of their own agenda about how Brock Purdy is a system quarterback, and I'm like,
wear that out.
You guys go ahead and just say whatever the heck you want.
Israel,
and
it's Eddie D's fault. It's Kaepernick's fault. The league has real hate for the 49ers. That's why we're like the rebels of the league. That's why I hope God, please get to the Super Bowl and win it this time. They're going to hate it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Ronbo. And I hope so, too, Ronbo. I hope so, too. So,
you got to go, fam.
Right now, I mean, hey, Ronbo, before we go, man, I know, can I get a Trent Baalke about this win and about this win with having two corners, Ambry and Lenore.
Not only Ambry Lenore, but Ambry also and Javarius. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, I drafted those boys, and I knew damn well they were going to be nothing but big hits in the NFL. Now, if anybody wants to throw on these guys and challenge them, I welcome that, because the fact of the matter is, I knew when I tested them out, they were going to be a big hit in the NFL. And it's for the Hawks fans that dominated my team for years, giving me all the blame. All of you guys should just kiss my ass. Hey, Trent, you tell him.
All right, Ronbo.
Hey, Israel, I'll see you Sunday if you got time.
Yeah, I'll see you Sunday, Ronbo, and hopefully you hide that turkey. Don't let Kittle sneak up on it.
I know, man. Watch it. The turkey bandit. Look out for him.
I will, Ronbo. You have a good day, Ronbo.
You too, Israel. All right, fam. And Tony. Tone. Tony.
Ronbo?
Tony. Here he comes.
What's up, Ronbo?
Tony, we're sitting there, still carrying on with Victory Friday. It is so much fun. Tony, hey, as a matter of fact, Tony, I meant to ask you though, what's the NFC South? How many games are you guys behind Nolans?
Rambo, this is huge. We played New Orleans Sunday. We're in second place. We're tied with Tampa.
How many games though?
We beat just one. We beat New Orleans Sunday. We're tied for first.
There you
This
go.
game is huge.
There you go. Because Tampa Bay. Wait a minute. Where's Tampa Bay at? No, they're back. Were they 4-6?
That's the same record we have, and New Orleans is 5-5.
Ooh. So you bring them back, make yourselves 5-6, and make them 5. You guys have a 3-way tie?
Yeah.
Hey, now. But if you beat New Orleans, that's conference head to head. Have you beaten Tampa Bay, New Orleans? Who else have you beaten in the conference? Have you lost anybody in the conference?
Well, that'll make us 3-0 in the division. We beat Carolina. We beat Tampa. As far as division, we're 3-0 in the division. Conference-wise, we lost to Washington. We lost to Detroit. We lost to Minnesota. The conference doesn't look good as far as conference record. But division-wise, we could win that division.
Minnesota, boy, Minnesota, they did this kind of last year. They sort of they just a little here, a little there, and they made their way up. Remember they had a 10-0 record. Do you know I was scared of Minnesota last year?
Yeah, they were winning all the games by one score last year.
And you said midway through all that they were not as good as that record indicated. And I remember, how do they do that? Because how do you win 10 games, go 10-0? So,
That's luck. Yeah.
Well, remember the Steelers did that. Roethlisberger that last year. Oh, the Steelers could not be stopped. And then when they got to the playoffs, it was just embarrassing. So,
Hey, Ronbo, look at it. And you call this one. Isn't Philadelphia winning most of their games by one score?
Yeah. It's nip and tuck the whole 4 quarters. You'll never see one moment of domination. And they slide by and they escape. Hey, what were you going to say, though?
Yep. I'm hyped and excited, Ronbo. I know I sound like a broken record. And Niner Empire, you can back me. The Dallas Cowboys have 6 games left, and 5 of them are against playoff teams, 5 in a row. The only team that's not a playoff team that they play is the last game of the season is Washington again. I am excited about this because now we're going to see who they really are.
And because Tony, I'm telling you right now, the next time a network person says, well, Dak Prescott's back in the conversation of MVP, I said, look, man, y'all, as a matter of fact, you're taking away all the credibility of your station. Let's seriously consider who Dak has gotten past. The Giants a couple of times. He's played the Panthers. He's had the Commanders. Are you going to tell me?
New England?
Wait, I forgot about the Patriots and the Jets. Yeah, they haven't played the How many times have they played the Commanders? Have they played the Commanders yet?
Yeah, they just beat them. Yesterday.
Oh, that's right. That's the first time. See, I said, okay,
hey, Ronbo,
guys, none of those teams
the
between them.
It already happened. It happened today, Ronbo.
What?
What you said about the network? Skip Bayless said it today about Dak Prescott being.
How?
I don't know, Ronbo.
I don't know why he gets carte blanche with all the networks. This thing with America's team has gotten carried away. Right? Now we're just being dishonest.
You said dishonest.
It is. Dak is not playing lights out.
No.
That was him that stepped out of bounds against the Eagles when they should have won that game. And again,
17 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in his last such. I'm like, yeah, but look who they played.
The Panthers haven't beaten. The Panthers are top of the draft. The Giants can't be far behind. How many games have the Giants won?
I think they won 3 games, I think.
Okay, so they've beaten teams that accumulatively have 5 or 6 wins maximum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're going to tell me.
We're going to see next 5 weeks.
Good Lord, that's just outrageous how they keep talking about how great that team is.
I really believe Seattle's going to beat them, Ronbo. I really believe Seattle's going to beat them this coming Thursday. I really do, because Seattle's fighting for their playoff lives now.
Boy, because matchups are everything. And
matchups are everything.
They need their running back. They need the running back, though. They need that. Yeah. They need that Walker Jr. If he was playing, even yesterday, if he'd have been playing against us, that would have been a different game. So I'm going to be rooting for the Hawks like crazy next Thursday, because I just want them to be exposed, Tony. I want people to stop making things up about the Cowboys just to create a narrative that, the Cowboys are really a good team. They lost to the Eagles and the 49ers and the Cardinals, but so what? They're still America's team. Oh, man. Look, people, man, let's really talk about the truth here.
This one show, I've never really watched. It's called the Carton Show, just because I was off today. Carton, some show that Boomer Esiason used to be on. Ronbo, They were showing tape of y'all defensive line. Yeah. They were calling y'all murderous row. Look at these violent guys. They were showing Farrell. They were showing Nick. They were showing Chase. They were showing Armstead. They said, "You want to contend with these guys? Good luck." They was giving y'all all kind of fun.
And they're starting to form an alliance. I seen them stunting yesterday with precision tree and quickness. Now, early on when they were trying to play together, they were having a little bit of timing issues. I seen Nick zip around and thread a needle. I said, ooh, whoa. And then I seen Fred come out of nowhere, and they dropped Gino like a bad habit. All of a sudden, I said, whoa, look who's back.
You know what's happening to Ronbo? And that now with y'all getting Chase Young, you can't double nobody on y'all's defensive line. And if you do double, like say if they double Kivall, now you're going to pay. If they double Nick, now you're going to pay. If you double Chase, you still going to pay. You're going to pay if they double anybody.
Every time, because Eric Armstead, his production has picked up. That's not a coincidence.
Armstead, yep. Yeah. I said that too. When I said, watch Armstead's production picks up. Now that y'all got Chase. And sure enough.
Yeah. And if Jalen Hurts thinks he's going to sprint around the curves, although, Tony, they're paying Jalen so much money now, I get the feeling they told Jalen, listen, we'd like for you to maybe pull back and pump the brake a little bit on some of those runs. I mean, we're not telling you to stop running, but we'd like to keep you on the field for the entire season. And remember, last year we lost you, so we'd like to see. Jalen Hurts' left knee is hurting now.
Exactly. They're masking him. Exactly, Ronbo. I was about to say that. I didn't want to interrupt you. He's hurt now. That's why he's not running. They're masking his injury so he can heal. But all you got to do is come after him. Y'all got the defensive line. Go after him.
I don't want to see him dirty hit. I just want to see him take him down.
No. Yeah. Good heart, clean football. And Philly's offensive line is kind of – they got one of the best offensive lines in football, but they're kind of – teetering because Kansas City had 5 sacks this past Monday against them. That's why I couldn't figure out how they lost.
They're getting slow and old, all right? That 5 years ago, you would have been able to touch that assembly of talent they got up there in the front line now. But they're getting slower and older, especially that defensive line. Because in the trenches, y'all, this is going to be an interesting game, to say the least.
That's what I said about the New Orleans Saints. Because I like the New Orleans Saints offensive line the last 5 years with Ramczyk and all them. Yeah. They're getting old. Because I saw Carolina and a couple other teams. They're slowing down.
See, and you're young and you're young on defensive line should be able to penetrate. And I'm still saying it. I said it. People get to argue with me about that. Look, man, Derek Carr, man, I don't know, y'all. He's okay. Let's not put him up in the realm with the top tier quarterbacks now, or else he wouldn't be over there.
I tell you what, Philly's going to be in a hell of a lot of trouble if Jalen Hurts goes down, because Marcus Mariota, he is not the answer. I know from experience from last year.
I couldn't stop laughing last year when Marcus quit on the team. I mean, when you said that, I thought he meant he just didn't feel like he was going to play anymore. He said, no, Marcus left the facility. What?
Found out he wasn't starting. He left the facility. So if they're gonna start him, he's gonna be running for his life.
Marcus, but he got us with that. He did a good job against the 49ers. Was that last year that we played? Or year before last, he beat us, and we couldn't do nothing with him. So Marcus wants to play. He's not a bad football player, but he may have head issues going on by now. But anyway, Tony,
Ronbo is exciting. It's coming up.
Yeah, this is gonna be Sunday, man. We
Seattle
watching it, man. We rooting for
Dallas matchups. Now, you used to say this, Ronbo, 2 or 3 years ago. With the schedule the way it is now, we're gonna separate the men from the boys.
Yes, indeed. This is that time of year. Are you a pretender or a contender? Tony, we're gonna go. I'm gonna see you Sunday. Be rooting for you this weekend too. All right.
Yes, sir. And don't be surprised if the Chargers, and I'm saying this tentatively, beat Baltimore Sunday.
You know what?
Don't be surprised.
I could see it being possible because that is the last thing you expect to happen. The Chargers insist on losing. Anyway, I'll see you Sunday, Tony. And happy Thanksgiving weekend.
Happy Thanksgiving weekend, Ronbo. And I know there's none of the trolls other than Chrissy Jim Kim Everett. Shout out to you, Chrissy Jim Kim. You do have the cojones, even though your team is trash. But Gene D is watching, laying in the fetal position, rocking. Texas boy is just ass. He gonna be soon to be invisible very soon.
All right, Tony. I will see you
Have a
this
good
weekend. All right. Night. In fact, we're going to go ahead and take off and go ahead and enjoy that turkey sandwich and that soup and all that fun stuff. Thanks for the contributions, fam. Always appreciated. You know this. Hit subscribe before you leave. We're going to be doing this all the way to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I said it. It is a real possibility this year, as it was last year. A great night, fam. Hit the like. Thank you. Night.